we're we're the rug hunters. How you doing?
We're the
Wait,
rug
what?
hunters? Are
I
we
don't know
hunting
about
rugs now?
rugs.
No.
I'm
That's
down
so
for
much
the-
cooler.
Every type of rug. None will be safe from our grasps.
Yes.
So,
You got Persian rugs? We got you.
a bit of apology. Things kind of hit a few roadblocks, but hey, we all
I
scrounged
love
to
Roblox.
trash. You like scrap. There are a lot of things. But so we're here now.
I'm kind of offended about it. Damn.
Right as I. So, yeah, we're here, and a lot of stuff happened last session. A very, very large amount of things happened last session. Who wants to, give a little quick recap of that? It's good little 20 sprinkle. I'm kidding. Up.
If you're
Are
kidding about it.
Are you kidding, or are we not doing that, or?
I mean, you drive a hard bargain, but I'll bump it up to 100 for the recap.
I mean, sure.
Like,
Are you? I
half
can't.
the
Are we
experience
kidding?
we
You
got
said
last
I'm
session.
kidding. So are we not kidding, or are we serious?
I am serious.
Okay.
Go ahead, Trash. Right, Trash, go.
We started with your boy Ford, and your boy Greenheart, and your gal. What's your name? Roy, I'm kidding. I should have asked. And Roya, and they were like, "Hey, we need a ship, boys," and then they were like, "Hey, we need a trash, boys," and then Greenheart led them to your boy Trash, and your boy Trash was like, "What's up?" And then we all talked for a little bit, and then Greenheart was like, "Yo, I'm out. I'm gonna go over and look for some people because apparently Trash doesn't have friends. Because I'm not a good listener, but it's fine. We'll go figure that out." And then he left, and then we were talking, and we were like, "Well, this is awkward. Hey, let's go look at stuff." And then Trash started to go and climb up, and he was looking at stuff. And then we cut the Greenheart. Greenheart was like, "Yo, what's up, guards? Here's a gold coin." And then the gold coin was given to the guards, and they started fighting over it. And Ildru was like, "Hey, what's up, boys?" And then Ildru walked in with Greenheart, and they were like good friends, and they made friends real quick. And then Greenheart brought Ildru over to where your boy Cedric's sitting, and your boy Cedric's about to get robbed because he ain't a real boy. He's a scared boy. And then he was sitting in that bar, and Greenheart and Ildru walked up, and they were like, "What's up?" And Cedric was like, "Oh, I'm afraid. Leave me alone. I'll give you money." And then they started talking about Cedric's brother and his boats, and we were like, "Dude, we can get a free boat. That's pretty sick, bro." And then they walked over, and they were hiding from this dude named Killian, because Killian's a killer, because it's in his damn name. Get it right, kid. And so they were like hiding, and they ran into a group of people, and they were like, "Ooh!" And then they hid. And then they ran over to where we were, and then Trash sucks at everything that he's doing. And they were like, "Hey, what's up, Trash?" And Trash was like, "No, but I'm invisible." And they were like, "Nah." And then we started talking under the docks, and we were like, "Yo, what's up?" Everyone meet each other, but then Ildru and Cedric started walking over to your boys Cedric's brother's place, and he was like, "Yo, what's up? Get the hell out. I don't got boats no more."
But
And they're
it's
like,
got buttons.
buttons.
But
Boat
you sell your whole business is boat based. You gotta have some boats to make some boat based business money. And he was like, "Hey, I ain't got that boat based business money though." And then that was okay. And then he was like, "But hey, you know what I do got? Well, I ain't got that boat based business money. I got that buttons." And he pulled out his sick ass buttons. And then everyone was like, "Hey, I'm out," and then the ditch. And that character will forever be remembered in everyone's heart. Hearts, and we will see him again soon. When we get specially designed attire for each of us.
I mean, hopefully. There's only so
Absolutely.
many buttons you can have in one place.
And then they came back to us and we all met each other and LG was like, hey, that's a trash panda. Can I pet it? And then he was like, hey, I'm a dude. And she was like, ah, shit. And
Word
then,
for word, what happened there?
yeah, right?
Mhm.
Perfect memory, keen mind,
Mhm.
plus 1 inch.
Really?
And they were all like talking. And then Ford was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Why did y'all are crazy? And then Killian was like behind us, and we were like, whoa, what? And then he was just there. And then he was like, hey, I know you bitches are stealing my boat. You want to fight? But I'm not going to fight because I'm too cool for school. And then he left after looking at Ford and being like, hey, you suck, boy. And then we were like, hey, let's go steal that boat now that we've been given permission. And we went up and we were like, okay, let's go. And then like Travis was ready to shoot some people and Greenheart was ready to like shoot some people. But Ilger was like, nah, let's just go talk to him. And then we were like, okay, but you're gonna die, but whatever. And then we walked up and then she was like, hey, can I have this boat? And those guys were like, yep. She was like, cool. And then we were like, cool. And then we got on the boat and we were like, cool. And then those guys, well, we know one of them died. So one of those guys was like, oh, I'm dead. And then he was dead. And then Roy was like, I don't want to see that. So she was like, fog. And then we didn't see him. And it was nice. Then we were on the boat and we started sailing. And we were like, hey, we got 6 crew members. We probably need like, you know, figure shit out because 6 crew members ain't a lot to run a ship. And then no one was really running the ship for a long time except for an invisible person, but we didn't believe that, or a rat. And that rat, we were like, nope, we don't believe that either because that's a rat. And then there was like this door, and we were like, hey, let's open that door. But then Trash and Ford were like, hey, let's stay away from that door. But everyone else was like, hey, let's open that door. And they opened that door because Roya touched it. And when Roya touched it, she was like, I'm opening the door, and it opened. And she walked in, and everyone started investigating. And Trash and Ford were like, hey, what's up, boy? And they were being friends, and they were talking, and it was a good time. And then Trash went downstairs, and he like started looking through the scrap, and he started making cool shit. And he made like a little hole in the floor, and he can like climb through. And he's making hamster wheels, and it's a good time. And then this is a long ass recap.
Would you like someone else to help you out, bud?
Nah, it's cool, man. And then they were like, okay, we opened the door and they were looking through the shit and they were like, hey, there's a safe in here. And Roy was like, I'm gonna have a stroke. Cool? Cool. And then she was paralyzed for like a long time. And she was like, hey, I'm paralyzed, but look at that cool safe though. And so we looked at that cool safe and we all stayed away because we were like, he's gonna make us explode. And by he, we mean Killian because kill is in his name. And then we were like, hey, let's leave that alone. But then we were like, hey, she's still paralyzed. Hey, Cedric, just go over there and touch that thing. It might explode, but touch it. And then Cedric walked over after like 20 minutes and he was like, okay, I'm gonna touch it. And he touched it and nothing happened. Then he found like a vial of sand. Wait, was it seawater or is it sand?
It was
It was seawater.
Got some seawater. I almost said sand, but I fixed it. And then he got that seawater and he poured that seawater on the safe and the safe was like, I'm gonna open, and then it opened. And then there was like a raven and it was the raven's head, and then there was like an onyx little thing in its mouth and it had like no eyes, and we were like, oh, that's ominous. And then it was ominous. And then and then we didn't pick it up for like 20 more minutes and we just talked about random stuff. And then we were like, hey, we should pick it up. But then we didn't pick it up. And then we were like, hey, we should pick it up. And then he picked it up. And then we walked over and we were like, hey, now what do we do? And then Roy woke up and we were like, hey, Roy's up. And then she was up. And then what else happened? Oh, and then Trash and Ford were looking at the resonator and we were like, hey, that's a cool resonator. We got some plans. And Ford was like, hey, don't fuck with that a lot. No, if you're going to fuck it up, because I don't want to get fucked up. And then we were like, that's a good point. So then we didn't. And then we went upstairs and everyone was up there and we were like, hey, by the way, Trash Captain, because we have decided. Then Roy was like, hey, and then Ford was like, no. And then Roy was like, hey. Ford was like, no. And then, you know, it was a good time. We went over like everyone's special skills. We talked a little bit. Greenheart's fucking insane. And it's a good time.
You also Trash reacted differently to the resonator. And as far as Ford and Greenheart are concerned, no one should be able to get into Killian's passage, but somehow our half-orc did.
Yeah.
Also, there was a scene with the patron towards the end.
Oh yeah, there was a patron. She was like, "Hey, I'm a nice patron," but we were like, "I don't know if that's true." And Roy was like, "Ah."
Okay.
And
Exactly how
with Ildry, because that's how Ildry got her name by the patron.
Eldred might have a real name. We don't know.
And there was like purple eyes, and then Roy saw them, and Ildry saw them, and they're like, "Hey, I saw that too," and they're like, "What?" And it was a good time.
Whew.
Oh, and Dakota's a demon bear.
Oh, yeah. Who could forget about that part? It's
Yeah.
it's very essential.
And Trash has infernal energy in him.
That
Might be a little bit
A
demonic.
little bit demonic.
Just a little bit.
But like in a good way.
Also, we learned Cedric's backstory.
Yeah. Zone of Truth, and he was like, "Zone of Truth," and then there was a Zone of Truth.
Okay, that's
And then he truth.
we get it, Roy.
I think.
I don't know if there's any other way to really recap except doing it that way
I
specifically.
mean, it was a lot of stuff.
That's it. That was exactly how I remembered all of it.
Right?
What?
And it was in that voice too.
100 points to the Trash boy. Man.
Yeah, boy.
Ja boy.
Your boy. So, that was a recap. Did anyone have any like other little tidbits that might have been glossed over? Oh, produce.
We're headed to a very dangerous, stormy island
Indeed, we are.
to hunt a demon bear.
Also, Roya and Ford tied for MVP. I don't know what that means, but figured I'd point it out.
Mm.
You know what? Figure it out later. For now, we got a session to do, guys.
Ah!
Okay.
Try getting
We
here.
do?
I mean, we do. So, first things first. The group had a few things they want to get done while on their 2 weeks towards the mysterious island. 25 points. If someone can remember the name real quick. Someone say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Primal Island.
Also,
Okay.
Demon Bear Island.
AKA Demon
Demon
Bear.
Bear Island.
25 to Ildry and 25 to Ford for that great pun. And come back, because this is truth. It's truth. Facts. So, let's get a few of these things. First off, Trash. What were you doing, my boy?
Taking inventory of everything, looking for secret things that are hidden, and building some hamster holes.
So you do. On this ship, were you rummaging over some of the decks and the barracks, going below deck, finding a little bit and scraps of food, a little bit more scrap that some of the men were hiding? Better get out them notebooks, boys, because this is a long one.
Oh God. Okay.
You find
Nope.
3 months food.
For how many people? For a crew of...
20.
Okay.
Oh, we're chilling.
Yep.
25 pounds of scrap.
What? How many?
25 pounds of scrap. 20 ballista bolts. 20 rolls of reinforced cable for said ballistas. Of course, you got the 6 cannons, which are powered by the Arhor'ha of Arhor'ha. You got a lead safe. Pretty good.
Same
You
one.
also... Yep,
one
same
opened by
one you opened up.
Magical lead safe.
Mm-hmm. You have the side engine resonator. Not the side core resonator, because that's inside port. You got 300 arrows. You got 2 longbows. 4 daggers. A great sword. Near the lower parts of the deck, like around the side engine resonator, you find 6 broken rapiers.
Okay.
Pretty strange place for some broken rapiers, I'm gonna be honest. Also, you got a whip. It was not found in Killian's room.
Where was it found then?
Give that information.
Don't worry about it. It's
Don't worry
all
about it.
good.
Whips,
Don't worry
check.
about it. Do we have a dungeon?
We
Chains.
don't kink shame.
Check.
We don't kink
No, we
shame.
don't have a dungeon. No. Mm-mm. You got 10
Secrets.
train swords.
Is it in a bedroom?
10 trank sword.
Training
Training
sword.
sword.
Training.
Trank.
Okay. That's all the material stuff. Well, most of it. Now it's time to get into that Muns. So, boy, Killian wasn't expecting to have his ship stolen. Well, kind of. You know what? Screw it. You got 500 gold.
Yay!
Get it, guys. We're rich.
You
We're
got
done.
10 platinum.
Already effective.
Oh snap!
You
The
got
guys,
2
there were some spells that I
rubies.
wanted to get.
Huh?
Wizard
Got
tax.
2 rubies. 6 emeralds. 3 pearls. An onyx, obviously. And then you have 3 treasure chests. One of them is empty. And Greenheart, if you would so ask him, and he'd probably tell Ford, because Tin Man and Meat Man for life, Greenheart has one of the keys to one of the chests.
We use that.
His chest has 1,000 silver, 90 gold, a duodecim compass, and a letter.
What does the letter say?
You reading his personal mail?
Well, I mean, did he give it to us? I'm confused. Is it
No, he didn't give
heart
it. He
specific?
just opened it up. He just opened it up and just went like listing off the things he had.
Oh, it's his chest though.
Yeah, it's his chest.
Oh, okay. That's different. I thought he just like stole the key.
Ha! Well, it makes sense, but no.
It makes a lot of sense.
You don't know that he didn't.
Yeah, did he? Did he steal it? Is it actually his?
Well, no, I did not, in fact, steal this chest. I acquired it through very reasonable means of
So
gold.
yeah, stole it.
Yep.
Did not steal. It's a multi-step process.
Borrowed without intention.
19 is
giving
he
back.
lying?
That's stealing, Mr. Greenheart.
Greenheart, is that your personal effects? Is that your share of the loot from all of our raids?
More or less. Pretty much more. Not much less.
Be sure to inform the new captain that that's his, per the code.
Yeah, gotcha. If we ever get Killian's open, that is entirely the captain's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. Well, I think that's about it. Yeah, not much else.
Greenheart, what do you appraise the gems at?
Gems? Let me see here. Let this man roll a few deuce dice a row. Why was that insight? Trash, what was that insight check?
Is he lying to me?
Well, what part then? You know what? What is this? First Ford, the gems, the ruby, he says about 200 gold each. Emeralds about 100 gold each. Pearls 50 gold each. The onyx, though hesitant to look at it, gets a good look into a dead raven's.
I think we're okay without appraising that one.
Yeah. Wait, what was the third chest?
Third chest is empty.
Empty, Greenhearts, and Killian's. Killian's we don't have unlocked.
Oh, Killian's, okay. Is it just locked or is it magic locked?
It's just locked.
Oh. Can I lockpick it?
You certainly can.
Dude, I'm a rogue. I can do things. What? Cool.
Real rogue galleries.
Yeah, you get it open. Now describe how you get it open, bud.
I like. Can my thieves tools just be my claws?
Yeah, you can just use your middle finger. Just be like,
Yeah, like.
so you like open it up. Inside is 2,000 gold after Greenheart has done some quick estimates, but it's all covered in blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
The literal blood
Lily
money.
blood money. Hmm.
Blood.
2,000 blood money.
I'm surprised you didn't say it was diamonds covered in blood.
You said how much gold worth?
2,000.
2,000.
Okay.
This is richer than we ever got in
Yeah.
20 years.
We didn't even adventure yet. We're already set for life.
Right. Let's quit adventuring now, guys.
It took us a
We'll live
whole-
happy lives somewhere.
it
I
took us
mean,
a whole
not yet.
season
That's-
for Slayers to get this much
More
money.
stuff to do, guys. Ferencianos, Ildry, and Cedric. You two are doing some weird Ravenhead magic. Not some Ravenclaw. No, that'd be too on the nose. It's
I
Ravenhead.
mean, I am a Ravenclaw. So.
You don't talk about that series who will not be named in this.
But it's,
Not in this stream.
but it's great.
So, I'm gonna assume that you two are helping each other with the Ravenhead investigation.
Sure.
Yes? No? I mean, this is you guys. Ildry, you can just be like, give me that head. And then he's like, no, give me the head.
No, this is gross.
Ildry would love help if it's offered.
Yeah, that'd help.
Alrighty. So how are you doing this? You know? You got a raven's head with an onyx in its mouth. I mean, what you gonna do?
First thing I'm doing is staring at it for a while, just seeing if the purple eyes come back.
Alright.
I'd be going through my personal research to see if there's anything like similar to it that I've seen in the past.
Alrighty. So if that's the case, I need these 3 checks. Arcana, religion, and insight. And
From
you
both
get
of us?
you can have someone just roll it with advantage.
I have expertise, and that's
Well.
how I should probably roll advantage for helping.
Yep.
Alright,
Mhm.
Arcana, insight, and religion, right?
Yes.
12. Not epic.
Bud,
Huh.
you only said it to me.
Yeah, I can't see it.
No one else can see it.
Oh, sorry. I got a 26 on Arcana, 23 on Insight, and 12 on Religion.
Let me do
The
some quick
cleric
math.
who's not good with religion. Interesting.
Yes, very, very interesting.
No, it's
Uh,
more like poopy rolls.
I feel like that's actually more apt though,
Yeah.
based
Alright.
on Cedric's story.
Yeah.
So, let me do some quick math real quick. That's 38. Okay, yeah. So, you got a lot of stuff. First, you get a feeling that it's something to do with Onyx Queen. Definitely something to do with Onyx Queen. Ildry, you
Oh.
remember specifically in the legend how the people who had left her to die were turned into ravens. And the Onyx speaks for itself. There isn't much told about it since, education, literature isn't really that popular in Freeport. It's more passed down orally, from captain to crew to captain. It's a very superstitious town.
Legend. Like,
Yeah, very
legend.
legendary, very folklore based. And as such, what you can glean mostly is from, Ildry, who gets a very strange reading off of this thing. So, Ildry, as you're
Mhm.
staring at it, you're doing some things. You notice that it seems fresh, as in a recently fresh raven's head, and its feathers seem, as you run your finger over its feather, the cold and somewhat clamminess of it, as you feel its skin, and as you pull it back and you look at your fingers, it seems to be covered in some sort of black sludge. Very strange. Oil. What is it?
Yeah.
Might not
Do
be
you
oil.
know anything about this?
Sludge? I've never seen this before.
It's kind of oily.
Strange.
Have I seen anything like this before? Or read about anything like this?
It's comparable to oil.
Yeah.
That's basically all you can get from it. You don't really have much else. Not really know about much about Freeport lore, just the islands.
That's fair.
It's all about them islands.
Well, we gotta get to the island. It's very important.
Very important. And secondly, as you're staring at it the purple kind of comes back in wisp of drift off of the eyes and seems to be focused on you, Ildry. And only you can see it.
I'd
And
probably start talking to it.
and you see the onyx is gone, but more of that black sludge sort of pools out of it. The room kind of gets this gray tone and hue about it. And you start feeling static crackling in your ears. Your hair starts to stand on end a little bit. And then the raven's head tilts. You are very perceptive, says the raven's head as it slowly opens. And it sounds just like the woman you heard last night.
Does Cedric have any perception of this at all, or is it just normal for him?
It just looks like Ildry has rubbed her hair with a balloon and now she's standing on end. And she's just very transfixed with this raven head.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna start talking to it.
Are you alright?
Who are you? She's asking the raven head.
Dear, I'm someone who is not truly above the laws of godhood. I'm just below it. I detest it, but I guess you could compare my abilities to that of a demigod.
But what's your name?
I go by many names. My favorite, however, is the Onyx Queen.
But
People of Freeport tend to enjoy that one a lot more. And I personally enjoy the legends surrounding it a bit better than the Pale Maiden.
how do you know me?
Child, it is my duty to know all things, especially those who are more unique than others. And as the Ravenhead speaks, it sort of, in your vision, Ildry, it floats up and sort of morphs and expands into the eyes of the woman that you saw, but now has a body. And she's naked.
Happens.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Totally happens.
Sometimes you're just naked.
And
Oh,
she...
gee.
No, Cedric, go ahead.
Ildry, you feeling good?
She's not even paying attention to Cedric at the moment. She's
He's
just
just
like, wow.
I assume I'm like holding on to it right now. Like,
The Raven's head is currently sitting on a desk or floor. It's currently sitting on the desk in one of your rooms.
alright.
And as she walks forward, she kind of has her head a little bit higher, looking down at you. And she smiles. You see she's very tall. She's about as tall as, I don't know, elf, maybe, some sort of human. She's definitely not regular.
Not human.
And she takes two fingers and lifts your chin up a little bit. You have so much potential.
You were just a story.
All stories have some meaning of truth.
The truth they say about you isn't very nice.
people tend to make things more dreary than they really are, especially those of Freeport, I've noticed. I haven't been to your continent a lot, but I've quite enjoyed the limited time I've had there.
What do you have to do with Killian? And Roya?
She taps her finger against her lip. You are capable enough on your own, dear. I'm sure you and Roya can figure it out yourself.
Roya doesn't seem to like you very much.
No, she does not. We were... She blames me for a lot, you understand. And she takes a step back, and in the darkness, she sways about as if the very shadows themselves coalesce into some sort of macabre dress that follows her and makes her blurry. She appears to be in one spot, but then fades and appears in another again and again. And as she speaks and as she moves, you feel as if her voice comes from all around you now. It's not focused singularly on this form, but all around you. I have had many dealings with Nurse Falcon, and of all the people I've ever met where she came from, she has shown the most remarkable talent of getting herself into trouble. I'm not saying that as something derogatory. It's simply a very useful skill that, if channeled correctly, can shape her. And as she says shape, you notice that the shadows swirl and swirl faster and faster into a singular dark orb that falls and lands into her cold blue hands. Into someone remarkable. All too often, morality plays a role that, to be frank, inhibits those with much stronger power, much more deadly force. Those that, if given the chance, they would very likely. The orb shatters and releases this cold energy that washes over you, sort of like you're underwater, drowning almost. Hard to breathe, almost choking the life out of you, but it subsides. And right in front of you, she holds open her palm, and it is a little star with purple in the middle of it that swirls counterclockwise. They could change everything. I seek those people because all too often those in power will seek to use and exploit them when all they really need is a chance to grow.
Do they know you're not exploiting them?
My dear, if I were to exploit someone, the star kind of closes and becomes just darkness again. They wouldn't even know I exist.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. This isn't good for you, I guess. He just sort of like walks over to like the statue and like picks it up. I'm gonna take this to my room or my bunk.
Hildry, be cunning, be strong, be swift. I am someone who's looking for a replacement of someone of some sort. Not yet, though. I want you to grow on your own before you even come under my service, sway, depending on what pleases you the most. Grow. It brings me such pride to see someone grow. We will talk again soon. Sooner. Later.
Wait,
Most likely sometime in the future.
I have one more question. What's my name?
She gives you a sort of teasing smirk. It starts with an I. Then she disappears.
Cedric at this point would be like holding the statue up in like his hands, like just sort of like walking away from Ildry.
Why didn't you talk to her, Cedric?
Are you talking? Who are you talking with?
Not. I don't know.
Some mysterious entity is talking to you through a raven statue.
She said she was the Onyx Queen. But I don't know.
What did
I
she
think I need
say?
to go lie down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And Eldridge just walks out and goes and lies down for a while.
Alrighty.
And mostly she's just lying there with her eyes open, like, what the fuck?
Cedric, seeing what was happening with like the statue, would take initiative, and is Killian's room open at this time?
Oh yeah, Jake Greenheart propped the door open so then it wouldn't close on its own again. It's just it's a little piece of wood, just keeping it open.
I just sort of like crawl or sneak into Killian's room and just put the raven statue back in the lead safe and close it.
All right. When you close the safe, this sort of mist comes out of the safe, and it locks itself.
I love magic. He just says that as he walks out of the room, knowing the statue's safe in the giant lead safe.
Yes.
Well,
Safe there.
now that is over, let us move on
So
to the matches.
It's like trash and
and
Ford
Ford are doing math.
literally just grooting and Rocket Raccooning about numbers for about 5 minutes.
Everyone gets 83 gold, and there's 2 gold pieces. If anyone wants those, I don't care. Everyone gets 1 piece of platinum. There are 4 pieces. I don't know. You guys can all have them. I don't want one. It's up to Greenheart if he wants one. If we don't do that, if he doesn't want one, you guys can all have one, or have 1 extra one. Oh, you aren't counting Greenheart?
I'm not because of his stash.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Is this how Trash and Ford are literally acting it out?
They literally, yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
no.
we're trying to go over it. Well, so he has what, 1,000 silver and 90 gold. Should we just subtract that from his amount? I don't know how that works. Like,
I mean, you're the captain. You can choose how it decides to be divvied out.
how does Greenheart react to the idea of him not getting part of it because of his stash?
Greenheart just
Understand.
looks at the both of you, shrugs. Whatever is good for the crew is good enough for me.
Thank
Whoa.
you, Killheart.
So Ford looks down to whisper and then realizes that that's not going to happen. So he kneels down and then lays on his side and looks at Trash. Greenheart will always find a way to get his share. I wouldn't worry about that. And then he just kind of looks up to Greenheart because now he's pretty much laying down on the ground. You're a thief.
Greenheart doesn't make eyes with you, but you can see his smirk coiling into a full-on grin. Just not head.
The non-pupil lenses of Ford just turn over to Trash. I honestly think he lives for this. And then Ford goes back to standing back up.
I will figure out the math and I will update people in a minute. On the
Oh.
shares.
As you guys are doing finances,
Does anyone specifically not want jewels and/or want jewels in their share?
I like shiny
I'll take
things.
jewels.
The fairest
You guys want shares?
You never-
Also, they're good for spells.
Yeah.
fairest animal ever.
I mean, I'm used to splitting things evenly between a group, so figured what he'd be doing.
Okay. So, you guys meet up on the top deck. You just divvy out all the golds and stuff, and everyone take their respective share and stashes it where they please.
So
And then, as you all are happy with your pockets full of gold, we kind of take a shift towards board and trash. Because you guys wanted some upgrades.
Upgrade.
Mm.
Upgrades? Yeah, upgrades. So, Trash, my man, Ford, my robot boy. What upgrade do you guys have? What are you guys doing? Like, how's that work? How does one upgrade a Warforged?
I need a what's it called? Not investigate. Familiarize myself with his chassis. That sounds dirty. But
Yeah, it does.
All right. Yeah, how would you do
Really,
it?
just the
yeah,
word.
I'm
chassis.
gonna familiarize with his chassis.
Yep.
Mm.
We're nope.
You guys at
That
interface
type
together?
of stream now. Let me get some appropriate music.
cursed tree.
Wow, 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 wow.
Got whips, chains, and then you have a 3-foot tall
Chassis.
panda going over Ford's chassis. Still a better love story than Twilight.
Oh,
We don't kink shame here. We don't kink shame.
So,
I mean, sometimes we do.
I mean, it
Shaming is
depends on
making-
what's going on. Go ahead.
Trash, as you crawl up Ford's leg, you just feel around his chest. You get a good grip on his core.
So we haven't hit shaming yet. We're good. Please continue.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Not even close. You feel around, get a little custom, take his gears, you grind him a little bit.
Really grinds
Some-
my gears. Trash.
Everybody walks by us at some point and just kind of averts their eyes and keeps going.
And then you feel his antlers. It's pretty firm. Could be used as a battering ram. And you are finished. Few things. Well, some things that just pop out to you.
Yeah.
Extending the chains.
Phrasing.
This is the best thing ever.
I love you guys. So, some few things, just some basic things. Extending the chains seems pretty feasible. Also, maybe some dark vision, maybe. Need some beam lights, some good headlights for when you're exploring those dark, dank trenches. Could be fun, could be good. Just a few things to
Consider
jump
these
up.
moist trenches.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been worse.
Got to properly lubricate the gears. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Find a diamond.
That's right.
So there are a few things that pop up to you. I will be giving you guys a little sum so you can brainstorm some more upgrades. But those are just a few things to jump out to you. Trash.
Do you want to treat Ford's upgrades the way Dave and I treated Orion's?
Something similar, but with you,
Okay.
it's gonna be scrap. So for extending the chains, you estimate it's gonna be about you need 2 stable chains, nothing rusty, and about 10 pounds of scrap.
Okay, for extending his reach.
Yep.
Ooh,
Well then.
that's actually really good. We got 25 pounds of scrap right now. I was gonna ask what scrap actually meant because we've just been saying scrap, and I've been like, "Yep, know what that does."
Scrap. Culmination of knickknacks and
Paddywhacks.
literal
Paddywhacks,
trash.
giving dogs bones.
And there's dog right here. Right? That right, Jarvis.
Pappy.
Trash scrap represents what you guys pick up, find little knickknacks like watches or some spoons.
So
or,
what you're
like,
saying is
then-
that we are going to become huge hoarders. I'm down with this. I can haul a lot. It's
you
like
can-
I happen to notice that you have a pot there. Mop. What's that? A pocket watch? Okay.
I definitely still had all of the silverware from that one house in our last campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
From, like campaign 1 and a bone.
Well, but that's
Oh,
a
God.
different campaign though.
We're gonna jump onto some ship and start looting, and we're gonna be like, "Okay, give me the knickknacks."
give me your money,
All
your jewels, and all of your knickknacks and scrap.
All right,
Put it in the
everyone, hold
bag.
up. Give me the
I
jewels.
want dolls.
Give me the
I
gold
want
and give
toys.
me
I
your
want
blocks.
watches.
Yep.
I also want that ceramic figurine in the back over there.
That's the
that
one
one's
that's
get
looking
it
for me.
creepily at you.
Ford's literally just gonna be made up of a bunch of random shit just thrown together.
Patchwork
Give me the wheel.
Warforge. Yep,
Literally a trash pile.
that's right.
Oh, trash's pile.
That's right. Still a better love story than Twilight. Okay,
Well, I
so
mean, that's fair.
we could, at the very least, upgrade chains.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are no shortage of ideas. How much of the time do we want to spend on them?
So
Ideas are working on them.
Ideas and are working them. We have 2 weeks, right? Some of it could be
Mhm.
put towards it.
got a lot of brainstorming.
So it really is, what do we want to work on these 2 weeks? Chains extension could very well be one. I would imagine, given how squishy everyone is, something that gives you guys some sort of defensive capability. Or perhaps a shoulder-mounted crossbow.
We do.
Well, for that, I was thinking either, like, I don't. Are you talking about the one where you get on all fours? Great.
I mean, that's a ballista. That's
Yeah,
a that's
that's
a
what
that's
I'm
a
talking about.
back-mounted ballista.
I had to throw that in there.
Well, I mean, that's
I figured for
My-
that one, it could just be me attaching my crossbow to your shoulder. And then-
okay. So
I see
Working very
iteration one. I see iteration one just being like duct tape, and it's like, oh, that wasn't strong enough.
good.
Well, for extending the chains, it'll take you about 4 days, and you don't really have any chains. You got cable, but they're not chains though.
Does anyone have chains in their shit? Let's see. I have a burglar's pack, so there's a chance.
Well, Jacob just goes up. All right,
Dang it, I don't.
everyone, turn out your pockets. We're looking for some stable chains right about now. Some stable chains. Anyone got any stable chains?
I don't think we do.
I have 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, we'll just wait on that, Ford.
Miss Summer, that is not some stable chain.
I know, but I was trying to be helpful.
So
I'm-
I'm no blacksmith, but doesn't that require a hot forge to work, or do you have know something that I don't, Trash?
Trash, give me that good intelligence check, bro.
Nice.
Give me that straight intelligence check.
Straight intel.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just don't know.
You think you could do something? I mean, you got scrap. You can make a lot of stuff with scrap. Who says you can't make some chain scrap, man? It's scrap. Stuff is basically Jello. Shape it how you want.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Do you start
It is in fantasy
articulating any of that?
Granted, you rolled a
Okay.
7, so I'm dumbing
Dude,
it down.
Trash is a magician, apparently.
I mean,
Or
Everything-
he's gonna try something.
everything.
I just had the
about
real-
this-
I just had the realization that Ford's body is going to be how screwed up it is dependent on how well Roy rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
So,
I just imagine like Ford whips out his new chains, and it's just like at the end of it, the extension is just the monkeys from like monkeys in a barrel
Yep.
attached together, and he's just whipping people with it.
I love it.
well,
Right.
alternatively,
Just monkeying around.
Trash,
Mhm.
Trash, give me another intelligence check. Because you would also know a little bit about something about this.
Well,
I mean, I'm honestly looking at Cedric for all things knowledge oriented. No offense,
That is
Captain
fair.
Trash. Although I
Ooh,
should
what?
sass you more frequently with that 20.
Yeah,
You-
you should.
Trash, you would also know that you could replace the chains with the cables. There is enough of them. Or
That's
at the
a
very
good
least.
idea. Well, I figure not scrap, scrap. That's my name. Trash is probably good with scrap, and then also just with like actual, like working with metal and stuff.
Yeah.
So if
Alternatively,
we get
you
to
could
that
break
point-
it down. Like literally break the cables. So you could get more scrap. Because with that intelligence check, it comes back to you like, I could just make these. Because I do have wait for it. Lightning. With Eldry's help, I might be able to make these chains.
Ford's dumb. That sounds like a great idea. Let's use lightning on our ship of wood. That sounds phenomenal.
I think I'm overthinking it because I don't know how this works, but sure. Yeah.
Roya is eating an orange off the side of the deck, watching all of this.
I don't
just
actually have any light.
Are you feeling a scurvy coming on there, Roya? That's well good.
Guys, our
Eat-
storm
eat your
sorceress doesn't have lightning.
I have thunder spells.
No shocking grasp.
I do not have shocking grasp.
Shocking.
So
I
Roya would
have
be like,
wind and thunder at the moment.
so
So
Roya would
she's
be
just
like,
loud.
Pretty much.
Is there anything see to the scrap? Like how generally how thick is it?
Scrap varies. It all depends on how well trash can.
Trash just has a
Break.
pile of crap just in the bottom of the ship. Just
Mhm.
Well, couldn't he Cedric would look over? Couldn't you compress the scrap possibly and link them together like chainmail?
do we have anything that could compress stuff?
We have Ford.
did we just give up on the idea of using shocking grasp because Roya has it?
I don't.
Oh,
Oh, right. has it.
there you go.
We have so many spell people. We gotta
Yeah, there's only a couple of us that don't cast spells. So between all of you, you should have every spell known to mankind. I'm waiting for one of you to have vicious mockery.
Once
I can get all bardic spells that are
Good.
rich.
Oh, yeah,
So-
ritual. Okay.
Once I have summon lesser demons, you'll see.
So, my guys, with all of this help, Trash, my boy, what's the plan?
Wait, how would lightning help to make chains?
It's like
It's a
fire.
very fine process.
Don't
Sort of like
don't question it.
something
Just think
hard.
TIG welding and move on.
Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll make some chains.
all right.
Don't overthink the magical science.
Yeah, I think I'm doing that too
Well,
much.
Let it go, man.
Trash, Roya. Well, firstly, Trash, give me like.
Wait,
2
before this happens, I use guidance on Trash.
Thank God.
Mark.
Cedric, you're still sending it to me, my boy.
What?
Wait.
You're still sending it to
You're
me.
still jam
Or
rolling.
is-
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Gotta public
cool.
that.
That's fine.
What? How's it still going to me? Like, what?
It's not.
No,
It's
it's
going
fine.
going generically now.
Yeah, that one was to everybody.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Also see it then.
I
Okay.
touched the trash panda.
Oh
So-
God. Now
Guys, this
player
is
3 has joined
getting
the. Yep.
Eldri and Roya are just.
Cedric.
We haven't hit.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
Roya make a comment about how intimate the boys are getting, and
Roya,
Eldri's off complimenting.
eat your
or
orange.
Contemplating life.
Eat
You
your
do
orange.
realize it's gonna take like 4 days to get this process done. You're gonna be casting guidance like,
Yeah. What
Yeah.
up?
you want to
Sure.
do it? Yeah, let's do it. What up? Let's do it. Trash.
I'd be just
roll
give-
me-
I mean, effectively, I think Cedric's actually providing useful insight. He is a knowledge cleric. It's like,
Yeah.
nope, you're doing it wrong. No, you're gonna burn the ship down. I feel a lot better knowing that Cedric is overseeing Trash, considering it is my body.
Trash.
Your body, your choice.
Exactly. Thank you, Ildri. Power.
Give
Wait,
me
what?
3
Go.
tinkering checks.
Right?
Trash.
Not good. We're white. We can't do that.
Nope.
Are we doing intelligence or dex? Because you told me I have to use both. I don't know which one's which.
This is Mo Dex since Cedric is helping you.
Okay.
Boop.
What?
And roll a 1d4. add on.
1d4. 15.
15.
Next. Ooh.
Yeah,
Don't
20.
roll,
All right.
Don't roll, don't
27.
roll anymore. It's fine. Don't roll anymore. It's good. Good.
Okay.
You got that net point.
Now my chains are infernal. Thank you.
Damn.
I've always wanted to be a chained devil at level 3. Thanks. I just
Roya, I need you. Oh boy.
yeah.
Needs you.
Like strength?
Ah.
Probably your strength. Or make me give me a wisdom check. Just wisdom. Yeah, because it's like a matter of attention. Keep your attention focused on the
save
task
versus
instead of looking
skirt.
at the
Is this happening at the
It's-
same time as I'm working with Trash, or is it at a
Can
later?
Since I'm casting a spell, can I make an Arcana check?
Or like intelligence. At least.
Alex, your face.
Well, yeah, it's a spell, so it's probably using as a spell casting modifier.
It is a spell, but Roya is also very easily distracted.
True.
Is she?
Oh, is that a trait?
Well,
Is she?
what?
She.
What?
Okay. Oh yeah. Good insight, guys. Roy, give me that Arcana check, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That guy-
You're welcome. Oh, that
Doesn't really matter, but
You've got inspiration to burn.
I think.
Oh,
as
it's
Dave says,
early.
yeah, I got you.
Right, 17.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys managed to make both the chains out of that good scrap and
Good.
attach them to the Ford boy. And now this man has 30 feet of whips.
Well,
Wait, what?
Alex, in
30
case I'll
feet?
give you the
What's
inspiration
the
that
head?
I got out of it. You can keep yours. That's impressive. I'm
Hey.
like the pitfall guy, but larger.
You just have like a stack of like chains in your body. Now? Like you open up your chest cavity, and it's just like a stack of chains on top of each other.
I mean, I'm like Mega Man, only they unravel and are chains.
Oh.
Wait, what was
You're
your
like
range
Mega
before
Man
that?
with more
It's
kids.
like
My
a party
reach-
popper, but it's chains instead of.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Your
I
reach
still-
was 10 before?
Huh?
What was your reach before?
10, like a whip.
Okay, now 30. Christ. You just have ranged weapons now.
I do have ranged weapons. They have better range than daggers, and I'm not complaining about it. They're basically human
Okay.
flails, sans the human attached to the end of it yet.
Yeah.
Upgrades, man.
Oh
Got it.
yeah.
Right.
So what should we
That
call
nat 20
what should we
sounds
call
solid.
these beasts? We're gonna call it the Trash, Alex, Cedric, Kink Shame Chains.
Oh, can you
Mega
please
Man with
name-
more kink.
can
I
you
could
please
bless
name your
these two.
attacks
I could-
King
Oh,
Shame?
please bless them. Just do it. Whatever he wants you to do. Religious, check one. Ildry, put your patron in this fucker. I want one eye coming out of just one of them.
Sanctified.
Can you,
This
when
holy whip.
The holy one.
Can-
The
can you
holy
please
whip.
name
You're
them-
Simon Belmont.
That's right.
Can we please name one of your chains Kink and the other one Shame?
That's right.
No. Obviously,
Shame!
Arcana.
Only if shame comes the bell noise, and I get shame. Ding.
And then Kink.
If someone
Yeah.
has
Who's got
told the dead,
thermatology
I will absolutely allow.
every time?
Someone has told the dead. Awesome. So, Mr. Ford,
Yeah.
for after the next 4 days, you got some pretty long chains.
I'm calling them chains of doom.
It's not about the. It's not about the
Ford's
length.
so
of the,
scary. Oh my
Thank
god.
you. I was
about the
gonna
length
make
of
the same joke.
yeah.
Ford is like the scariest thing.
Other than the demon bear.
I mean, I might need them for the demon bear, so I
Yeah.
Exactly.
to be 30 feet away from him specifically.
Mhm.
I feel
So-
like that's a good
Right.
amount of.
Now our frontliner doesn't have to be on the front line.
So we never have to get near any of our enemies ever.
Yeah, so it might be just range, but think of it this way: as they get close to you, I'm just flicking them off into the distance. That's a lot of centrifugal
Yeah.
force right there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Also, with 30 feet, you can like rock climb. I mean,
Oh
that's
yes, because I'm
Yeah.
already
Oh, like
9 feet
grappling?
tall.
We all just hang off of Ford while
We don't need the ballast anymore to board ships. I'll just wrap them along and
Good.
pull them on in.
Mm-hmm. And so,
Is it like a Spider-Man thing where it's like your wrist, you just like fling them out,
Yes.
or are they wrapped around your wrists?
I thought it was more of a Ghost Rider thing.
It's
What?
so they're wrapped around my forearm, and now there's 3 times the amount, I might add.
Yeah.
And they drop like Ghost Rider and whip out because to get
So
that
now your
much
huge
to get
fist-
that much whip out, it's a lot like Ghost Rider now. It can't just go
Yeah.
from the ground out.
Yeah. It goes up your forearms, around your chest.
It does now.
so with those beastly upgrades out of the way,
Boom.
let us turn our attention towards Ildry and Roya, who I remember we're going to have some very interesting conversations.
Yeah, that's gonna change now.
Be right back
Oh.
for a second.
Okay.
Let me paint
Likewise,
the scene for you guys.
I'm gonna top off.
You guys are sailing toward the Tri-Mount Islands. The moon, kind of high above the sky. It's crescent moon, waxing crescent moon, beaming down. Ildry, Roya, where are you guys at this beautiful time before you convene together?
I don't know, but I just noticed that everyone cleared out as soon as I was about to start talking. So
I just got
Aw.
back.
I stayed.
Someone was at my door. Sorry.
anyways, so moonlit night.
Yeah,
I'm being approached by crazy librarian lady. Is that correct?
depends on where she's coming up from.
She would probably be looking specifically for Roya at a certain point.
Alrighty.
So is this after your conversation with Onyx Queen? I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's later in the
Yeah, much later.
after that, yeah.
Okay, bring it.
So, Ildry, as you're going up the steps towards the main deck, you see Roya and Will Tiny Fang just looking. See
Sharing
Roya?
an orange.
Yeah, it's a good orange. Tiny Fang's like,
Stave off that scurvy.
I refuse to get scurvy. Okay.
That's fair.
Excuse me, Roya. Hi, Tiny Fang.
It's very nice to see you again, Eldred. How are you?
I'm okay. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Don't know what that is.
Well, I know you don't really like it, but you remember the raven head we found?
I mean, she nods, but she doesn't really like give you like a
And do you remember
non-commit.
how we both saw the eyes turn purple?
Oh.
I was wondering if maybe you could tell me more about why the eyes turned purple for you.
So, you know how there are religious zealots, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I ran away from them because they killed my best friend.
Oh no.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
it was horrible. It really was. So I've been on the run for the past 7 years. And that onyx kind of reminded me of stuff that I saw from my past, but I'm not exactly sure what connection it has with me.
Well, it might be because it might be a portal to the Onyx Queen. She talked to me when I was looking at it earlier.
There's a lot of words to say, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. I know you don't really seem to like her. And I don't know. I'm very confused. I was hoping maybe you could tell me some more about her.
That's an aspect of my life that I have decided to rescind. But if you have any specific questions, I'll be more than happy to try to help you.
Okay. I think it's going to take me some time to form them. But thank you.
No problem, Mildred. Also, be on the lookout for her. She's not particularly the most safe person. And she's just gonna point to her cheek.
Ildry,
Here's a teardrop tattoo.
as she points to it, you get a flash of the star she showed you, and you see the top part of it sort of glow and resonate. And then the sort of hazy vision kind of fades from your eyes.
Your tattoo, that's from her?
Ugh.
Does
No.
it?
Ugh.
Does it glow sometimes?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, good night.
And Ildry walks off.
Awkward as fuck.
Yeah,
love
it is.
Ildry, as you're walking down, the hairs on the back of your neck sort of stand up, and you feel like in your stomach feels like storm. It's brewing. Not feeling really good. Very static. Like
Should
a
have
lot
eaten
of
those
static.
oranges.
Literally, your hands are shaking.
Should have brought that scurvy.
She goes and gets an orange and then goes to bed.
Good.
As you reach for the orange, some sparks of electricity sort of crackle in your fingers and shock the orange.
That's the citrus flavor.
She gets very, very nervous and scared looking, then leaves the orange.
Oh, you're
She
wasting our
risks
food.
the scurvy.
Keeps going. Gets stronger, and you feel the sensation crawl up your arm a little
She
bit.
tries to get to an alone place,
All right.
like the closest like doored off room.
You're looking frantically, opening doors, seeing which one is be far enough for everyone, so you can have your own little pocket just to settle your own stuff. And you get near the bulge of the ship, with the side engine resonator on one side, and you on the very far left of the other side. And you're just there dealing with it. The sensation is now crawling up from your shoulder towards your neck and just coursing through your body as it just spreads to the other side of your arm.
She's just like closing her eyes and going, stop it, be calm, be calm, be calm. Trying to start meditating and failing miserably.
As you're closing your eyes, you can feel the heat from the slight sparks that you think are coming off of your body. You're not sure. It just feels very humid and hot, like lightning is about to strike. And you just feel more enclosed as the static sort of fogs your mind. And you, even though your eyes are closed, you can still make out a faint shape of something. Looks static.
Shuts her eyes tighter and starts rocking back and forth, trying to make it stop.
The shape sort of rises up. And one of its, and a hand, some appendage goes closer and closer to you. The electricity almost forming into a single, what looks like to be a hand. And it's when it's just about to touch you, it fades. The sensation is gone. You feel sweat coalescing around your cheeks and on your face and just completely making you very uncomfortable.
She stays on the floor in the room she is for a while.
All right.
Just kind of
Stay
curled
there
up
for a
in a
while. Stay there for a while. Curl into your little ball. And as you're sitting there trying to just forget, you feel a pull that's trying to move you towards the direction of the Tri-Mountain Islands. And then you see another vision of it again. And then you see the storm surrounding the island. Your vision, if the island is right here in front of you, but then your vision kind of pulls back to see the greater perspective. And then you see this maelstrom encompassing this entire island. You have never seen storm clouds so dark before. It looks as if it's eternal night. Lightning scorches and jumps and leaps across the sky in a flurry of motion. It's both beautiful and terrifying. Then the vision fades. And you're left with a little feeling in your hand. You smell like salt water.
I have a clarification question.
What's up, Roya?
Is it more? She smells more like salt water than she normally does.
We have been on a boat for who knows how long.
Extra
Mhm.
salty.
It's
I
like taking a dip in the ocean.
Salt.
Like literally just jumped to the ocean and just sank to the bottom. That kind of salty. Like you can smell it in your clothes. Like real embedded. Like it's not coming out for like a week. That kind of salt.
is there a place on the ship to like take a bath? Or, like, scrub off.
You think pirates had that luxury?
I feel like they had buckets of water used for scrubbing down.
Yeah, it's all salt water.
Probably.
So
Why would they waste fresh water?
Right.
Why not? You have like one bucket. It's not like nice water by the end of it. It's mostly just gook.
I mean, you could.
Don't
You
you
did
have
try
like
to- you did
prestidigitation
steal-
or thaumaturgy? Can't you just clean
Of
myself?
course not. That would make sense.
I
Doesn't-
have prestidigitation.
That's
What cantrips did you take?
I have light, gust, blade ward, and thunderclap.
good.
Okay, I have useful spells.
Go ahead, Roya. Yes, you saved this campaign once again.
Once again.
Eldridge's not going back to Roya right now. She'll
No?
do like small gusts at
This is-
herself to like air herself off.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This is all happening in the dead of night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And she's
Like
like
the hair
hidden
did.
away in the fucking bowels of the ship. Once she's like calmed down and kind of gusted herself off, she's gonna like curl up in bed and try and sleep.
All right.
Probably
As you
doesn't
curl
get
up in
very
bed, feel the soft, somewhat soft silk comforters just make you feel a little bit more at ease. You don't have dreams as usual. But at least they don't feel like your own. You get glimpses of another life. Some creature. Feel free. Like a bird. Flying through the air.
That's new.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do as you get closer and closer to the Tri-Mount Islands?
Do we have a plan for getting through that storm?
Uh,
Plan?
Eldridge's definitely gonna give you guys an update on the fact that there's a lot of lightning in the storm. And
That
that
is-
it's real bad.
That's generally how storms work. Lots of wind. Lots of
Mhm.
lightning.
But like real bad.
It's really not the wind or the lightning you have to worry about. It's capsizing.
Yeah.
That's very likely.
That's when the ship goes
Okay.
upside down. That's what capsizing means. It has nothing to do with caps or sizes, really.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna come up on them very quickly, and they're going to be very dangerous, and we might all die. Or not.
Great.
Sorry. I know that's not helpful.
Not entirely. So ideas. No, just nothing for ideas.
I
No.
feel like we should see the storm before we start making plans.
See, I feel like then it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, once we see it, it's kind of gonna attack us.
I mean, we don't go straight into it, right? Like, you guys have seen Moana, right? Like, I'm assuming it's similar to like that,
Perfect.
right?
It
Like,
is.
it's that.
It is gonna get real dark, and then we're gonna have to go into the storm because the storm encompasses the entire island, so we can't really go around it at all.
Well, that really makes the
You,
decision easy.
Maps, right, Roya?
What?
Not right. Sorry, Eldry.
I have some books, and I can write down what I know in my brain.
Okay, does your brain know the layout of the island?
Does it?
There are pictures and images, rough sketches of it.
Because we probably want to have the safest entrance.
As a
Right.
sailor, does a storm that does not move sound magical in nature?
Oh,
Yeah, right.
it's definitely
Oh,
magical.
definitely.
Well,
From
if
what
it's-
Eldred has said, it's like it's a barrier around the entire island. It doesn't go on land. It's just in the ocean. And
Oh,
the entire thing.
Hmm.
Like a bubble.
Like a
ring
bubble.
around.
Well, I may just be a big dumbass warforged, but if it's magic, isn't there a way to dispel parts of the magic? Isn't there I don't know, adjudication school about that?
For the islands, looks close to this. With this being the mountain. And these being the sections that surround it. The owl folk are right here.
Are they also beyond the storm barrier? Is that
They're
whole entire
inside.
set? They're inside of it. Everything is okay.
Yep, everything.
okay. Are we going to the owl things or somewhere else?
Honestly, there are a few islands on the way. We could make a quick stop, see, get our shit in order.
Greenheart, that is the wisest thing that you've said in 24 glorious hours.
Yeah.
That does seem very helpful.
We can't
we
really
got a shit ton of
we
gold,
can't
so-
outmaneuver the storm. Yeah, but I don't think we can spend it on the island, Trash. Unless
Really?
there's
Not a lot of it.
unless there's an amazing.
I don't know. There might be.
You're right. That's
We
the
might
call
be
to
able to get
adventure.
a couple of extra sailors to help with stuff because casting Unseen Servant so many times really takes a toll.
Ford just looks at Eldria like a toll. dot dot dot.
Well,
I have 30-foot chains now. A toll.
Yeah, but you don't really feel
Sorry,
the
go
same
ahead.
way. Very different.
And Hector is beyond his wits. He's so tired.
We have to go
Cool.
through the storm. We're probably gonna need light, and I'm assuming this is gonna turn off any normal lights, right?
Oh, I have light.
No, and not even. Well, you'd have to.
way I see it is, we got two options.
Lay on
Multi-step
us.
processes aside, either we circle around this island and see if it has any weak spots in it, or we go and check our stuff on one of the nearby islands. I do know a place, one of the slave. It's a place I know very well.
Cargo depot.
Roya doesn't like this idea.
So an all-encompassing storm outmaneuvering it sounds. What's the other idea? Is that Depot Island?
Home Depot.
Sorta. We might be able to get a few people there, but it's going to cost us. And I'm not saying we outmaneuver the storm. I'm just saying skirt around it. Get a feel for what we're going up against. Really.
Ford
Me,
looks
from
down
the-
at Greenheart. It's like does like the aliens thing. Just if it's completely surrounding the island, are you looking for a chink in the armor? Do we
And
have?
once again, your puns and factual evidence is unsuperb in any way I have heard in the last 85 years. And for that, I can say nothing but bad things about you.
You are so old, Greenheart, and that's why we are friends.
Love you too, man. Shit. Tom ass motherfucker.
Ha 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 ha.
Shut the hell up. Oh, Jim, man. Shit.
I can't tell if they're friends or not.
Ford just turns to Trash. Well, Captain, you can query for advice here amongst the crew.
I'm.
Take a sip of wine.
He's drinking some refined oil today.
Oil, yeah.
I had to go off staunch
Wheat
intuition
oil.
by itself. It'd probably be better to resupply on the depot. Maybe see if the storm changes at all before we charge right into it.
I mean, the storm's not really gonna change.
Probably not. But
That's not really what we're looking for. We're more looking for information on how we might be able to get through.
Maybe somebody survived it and is on the island.
Or at least we could do like some repairs to the ship or reinforcements while we're there. I don't know how long that would take though.
Ha 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 ha. That's-
Well,
That wasn't a joke.
I
well,
see.
it'll take us off course by about 4 days.
One quick question though. Is that an island Killian is likely to visit?
Shit.
This Ford just stares at green art.
Because I feel like he wants his ship back because he only gave us a week, and I think it's
How
been
many
more than that.
other how many other ships does he have?
Probably a lot.
Just the one.
Just
Just the one.
Okay. I really can't tell if he's very stupid or is very smart and has a very laid out plan.
Roya walking up, biting into an orange.
Yeah, how do we have so many oranges?
Scurvy.
That's
Trash.
all the-
It's
that's a good question.
It's an important thing to fight off the scurvy. For those of
I meant
you,
to say lemon. I meant to say lemon.
We do.
All we have is
are
oranges.
Only oranges now.
only
And Eldry
oranges.
is now
There are no
afraid of
limes, no lemons, only oranges.
Yeah.
Eldry's definitely getting scurvy, you guys. She's afraid of oranges now.
That's right.
Tra-
Well,
Trash.
we are stocked with 3 months of supplies for 20 people.
We're
Wow,
good on food.
goddamn lot of oranges.
Well,
Most people-
I've always been a member of the school of thought that if you don't want to be found, you need to not look like the person they're looking for. So maybe we should kind of
Paint the
change
ship.
some things up on the ship.
I've already made a good amount of changes.
What?
Okay, obvious changes.
Not a lot, but
Like painting it
like,
and changing the
do we
sails?
have
For once,
There you go.
me
There
and
you go.
Eldry completely
That's
agree.
about-
Like painting it. Are you gonna paint it?
I just meant we don't
gonna
have
give it a
anything.
nice lilac color. What's your play here, Roya?
Isn't there a name painted on it? Maybe we can change that.
That
Well,
fools every captain.
That's not
Well,
my
giant magical
know.
man. This is a highly magical world. I feel like
Or-
we could probably get some paint.
before we go on to paint jobs. Captain Trash, you
Yeah.
checked the entire ship, right?
Yeah.
The entire ship.
Yeah. I mean, I did, but I didn't roll for anything, so I don't know if that means I did well or not.
You did
Did
pretty well.
you see any arcanic presence? Because I have a suspicion they may be using something to track us. Because if this is the only boat he has, he must be planning something if he let us take it with no resistance.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, he knows everything that's on this ship, so he could just scry on literally anything on this ship.
Yeah.
With what? We got all his money. I mean, unless he,
He
you know,
probably kept some on his person.
He seems like a richer man than 2,000 gold.
Also, he's got to have some clean money somewhere, and it was not in that chest.
you'd be surprised how little Killian values material objects and people.
This is true.
Mostly people.
Also
Yeah,
true.
he had some
He's a lot of people.
there.
Lots of
He's
truth.
not a very nice man.
So much truth going on right now.
Well,
Do we
for
want to
you're
go
the
to this
sailor.
island?
I am a sailor.
Quick question. Do any of you have bones on you?
Inside you?
inside of you.
Instead of ask that in question, yeah, you have several inside you. I can assist.
please stay away from my bones.
Boom, boom.
Animal bones.
Oh.
No. Although there
Oh!
were
I
some
mean, if
in the
you can cut
captain's
through if
quarters.
you can cut through adamantine, maybe.
Oh, there is. Cedric would walk off, going to the captain's
mean-
quarter to gather some bones and
Why does
skulls off
he
the
need
walls.
bones?
Very odd. I
I don't
mean,
know. We should
Of
ask
all of
him.
us.
I don't want to.
I'm very curious.
He'd return back with just a bunch of skulls of like bones off the wall, and he'd set them around in a circle as he'd begin working on something.
You gonna clue us
I
in
don't
there,
want to
Cedric?
be
Cedric?
around for this.
Oh, I'm very curious. This looks like, I don't know.
This
bo-
looks like necromancy, and I don't like it.
Is that what
It's
it is?
not
I was gonna call it bonemancy. That sounds much more legitimate.
It's a test of the face. Let's see.
Wait, are you doing divination?
He's definitely testing our faith.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
They,
wait
they
till-
nodded. They
like,
nod in
does-
unison.
Yeah, he does a bunch of motions and then finishes it with like a flare. Nothing happens.
Who's near the sides of the
Just starts making shit up.
Yeah.
You will have a long life.
Wait,
Cedric-
did you
have 12
specially mark
kids.
them?
That's what I'm doing right now with the ritual. I'm gonna mark them with my dagger, man.
Holy hell.
Wait, why would that be worth 25 gold? I'm confused.
It's just part of
Are
the spell,
bones
but
expensive?
Do you?
I guess maybe I'll throw some gold.
In
I'll throw some gold.
theory, you just need to buy them once, and then you can use them.
Yeah.
over
In
and over
theory,
again.
you use a focus, you don't have to pay for them at all.
Yeah.
They replace the material cost and the money.
So does the component pouch.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a component pouch, it just assumes that you have that.
I assumed it was for flavor because it sounds amazing. You disappeared to
Yeah.
go get bones.
I just got some bones off the wall, man. Started
It's-
marking them.
Hey, look, we're not here. Look, we're not going to king shame. We're not going to bone shame you. Go ahead, man.
Kink shaming is
Yeah.
bone
What's
shaming.
the
Very
fate
similar.
have to say about this?
We're perfectly fine with the whips. Just as soon as we get the bones, we're out.
Yep.
Yep.
Our line is at bones.
Oh, any gods may answer our prayers in this time. If we decide to take the ship to the slave depot, what is our destiny?
Cedric, as you focus and you look and you're hoping for that signal, hoping for that sign, you get a thumbs down.
All right, guys, not a good idea. That's what I'm getting right now.
Based off of what facts? Bone facts?
He seems to be doing a divination ritual. Those help you to make decisions because they're usually pretty accurate.
Ford looks at trash.
Question. Who is near the sides of the ship?
I don't know
assume
where we're
Trash is
located
always
during this.
like.
I'm assuming I'm
You are-
always near the steering wheel, so not Ford for
Yeah.
a change.
We're probably all at the steering wheel because
Okay.
Ford's there, and we want him to steer while we talk.
I,
You know,
Right,
I can
right.
have
On the
my
other side of the
servant
boat.
do it for you
All right.
for a while.
I assume
I
I'm on
wouldn't
the
want to
railing,
stress
so-
you out, Ildry. That's okay.
it's Cedric will
And
begin.
he's already up working.
Okay.
Cedric
Trash
will
is
begin-
on a railing because he wants to be at least somewhat at the other people's height level.
Cedric would begin working on another augury ritual to see.
Or I'm on Ford's shoulders actually.
Okay.
Best vantage point.
Roya, are you near the edge?
I don't know. Probably. That sounds about right.
Okay. Roya,
It just does.
Just the sassiest pose off the bed edge, just eating an orange.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
in-
like 11
I'm in
feet
the
tall right
side.
now,
Yeah.
so
give me a perception check, Roya.
Hair billowing in the sea wind. Yar.
I'm like 11 feet tall, so I can probably see off the edge.
Yeah, it's right. On top of my shoulders. You are pretty
Yeah.
freaking tall.
All right, Trash, also give me one.
Hey,
I'm watching the divination ritual, learning about it, trying to see
Okay.
if I can memorize it so I can
Whoa.
maybe write it in my book later.
You both see
Ooh.
on the left side of the ship, you see a dinghy. It's floating away.
from the ship,
Gotta watch out for that thing.
Mhm. It's floating away.
You haven't had one in a while.
crossbow out, running over to the dinghy.
How
Roy.
far away is it? How far away is it?
Roya, as you look down, you come face to face with the goblin with their daggers into the side of the ship. They're just looking up at you like,
Goblin pirates.
Are there any ships around us?
the goblin's just staring at you, Roya.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can react. The way I'm gonna react is I'm gonna jump off the hell off of that side and calmly walk over. We'll have company.
Oh, I thought you meant you jumping.
I did too. I was gonna be like,
I was like,
SOS.
How close would I be to completing my ritual in this time? By the time I'm informed of it.
The second one or the first
Yeah,
one?
the second one.
1 minute.
All right. Never mind.
2 goblins leap on the left side of the ship, and you're like,
Do we see an actual boat, or is it just the dinghy?
no, they're on the boat now.
Oh well, they're
What?
getting.
So there's an empty dinghy and
Yeah.
goblins climbing up the
We're
ship.
being boarded by
By two
goblins.
By two
A
goblins.
tiny ship. Where did the tiny
On the
ship
other
come from?
It's a-
side of the ship, you hear the goblins just, and you see on the other side, and like an orc and a goblin just
Wait,
climb up with the goblin on the orc's back.
have none of us seen? Is it just the dinghy? I'm confused.
Yeah. So,
It's just the dinghy. Is this correct?
Yep.
huh?
Wilson. Just
So, on the
Yeah,
left side,
pictures.
yeah, pretty bad. I'm sorry. On the left side, you got the empty dinghy that's floating away. That's
Oh,
this thing.
okay.
Okay.
That's another that, well, yeah. Then the orc and the goblin came on this side. Then you got two other ones on this side.
Trey, you know you can just draw that in
Yeah, roll 20.
roll
I
20.
no.
I didn't know we were having a session today. I thought it was gonna be canceled. Last minute.
Okay, it's fine. I'm just saying for future reference.
Cedric could just be playing with bones. There's a bunch of goblins aboard the ship.
I
He'd
mean,
just be
as
like,
they start speaking, Forge is still manning the thing.
I'm just shooting
Ildry,
them.
I might take you up on that offer. If you'd like-
Okay.
With all that
But
said,
it takes me a little while.
somebody, everybody, roll that initiative.
smash
Yay!
that initiative. Ooh, 19.
Wait. We have to have our tokens on the board for it to go into the.
We're not.
Dang.
No, for it
But
to go
it'll-
to the initiative tracker
can
is what I'm
just-
saying.
You can
Unless you just want to write it. Is all
I,
I'm saying.
yep, I'm writing it. I suck
Okay.
anyway. Screw it.
I'm just making sure.
It's alright. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Don't worry.
For
Wait,
those who wanted to know. With the
I
roll.
want you to know I punch goblins. I throw them
Wait,
overboard.
I don't know. I rolled a 16.
What? Well, okay.
Wow,
Alright then.
we rolled pretty decent for our initiatives.
This
We're the goblins.
bad thing
Really
that
good.
Try to do.
So, got 17. Trash. We got the 19. Cedric. We got the 19.
Burrito time is what it is.
Ildry.
I got a 19.
Dude, just eating a burrito.
Ford got that nice 15 with the F. And then we got, well, Roya got a 17 with the trash man.
I'm a trash man. I eat
All right,
garbage.
Scoop.
We have to do that. We have to like remix Piano Man to Trash Man. And there at the helm is the piano
Then-
man.
Let's roll for these dinguses. Ah, shit. This is a good idea, Mike.
How did we get surprised by a dinghy?
Well,
Why is there
Or-
a dinghy in the middle of the ocean?
I can think of a few reasons. Our radar was doing an augury. No one was in the crow's nest.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We were talking about money in, I don't know, Slave Depot, wherever we were going.
Here's your orcs.
Man, they look punchable.
Big ugly dude. Very ugly.
He is not the prettiest.
Mm-mm.
No. No, he is not.
Stop typecasting.
I know. I'm sure he's got deep feelings that are about to be drowned out of him.
I didn't say he didn't have a beautiful soul. I just said his face is ugly.
That's an accurate statement.
Can Ford please whip one off the boat and just like
Right!
poke him off the edge of the boat?
The second one
while
goes.
also whipping another.
Get it like a whip master feat that lets you like grapple people.
Oh, I should
My,
probably figure
uh,
out what else skills
that's
do.
it.
My
Yeah.
whips already do that. They grapple.
And then you got
I mean,
You
it's
got
ridiculous.
Goblins.
who also roll initiative. Huh. Oof, 11. Goblin boys suck.
Stinky goblin. Stinky goblin.
Stinky goobles.
Hi, Jarv.
So, at the top of the round, we have the orcs, Ildry, and Cedric.
Okay.
Oh, good. This is feels right.
So, because alphabets, Cedric, what do you do first?
Cedric would just be sitting there in like a pile of like bones and skulls as just goblins and orcs start crawling up the
Oh,
wall.
shoot. Sorry.
He'd like be like sitting on the ground. He's like back up, pushing himself as he casts like sacred flame on one of the goblins coming.
All right, which one? You got two on the left and one on the right.
The one on the right to weaken the orc.
All right. So,
Your roommate sounds
Pass
very
that-
angry.
sacred flame.
It's good
boy.
flavor. He's a goblin. Perfect. He's the perfect goblin. What the fuck was that?
Loves Call of Duty and Fortnite. All right.
Also a parrot. Parrot.
1 damage, boys.
Ooh, ooh.
All right, roll
Better than
the
0 damage.
Which, I mean, you had to say that.
Wisdom.
Saves.
Wait, why'd you roll wisdom? Wisdom.
Hey, shh, hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
It's a deck save.
You rolled an 18 out of
He's
the way.
rolled
so
an
it's
18.
pass, yeah.
Could be a gelatinous Q. It's still saved.
Yeah. Oh,
It could be a rock.
It could be a rock.
describe your stuff, Cedric.
It's because you were distracted, homie. It's your augury.
Yeah, describe your stuff, man. You know, describe your stuff. Like, no.
It missed?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that a description?
I mean, yeah.
sorry. He
Pretty good.
his backup is just a rain of like, fire-looking radiant energy. We just fall right down next to all of them, landing on the ship and doing nothing.
So as you lift your hand up and you're like, praying to Agma, a light of fire rains down and look on the goblin. He's like,
Your god is not
So-
that impressive, Cedric. Just
Ildry, what's
Yeah.
up, bro?
So are all of them like on the ship? Are there any on the sides or climbing up still?
Do you want to make a perception check?
Well, just like in that split, are they climbing on or are they already on?
They were already climbing on. You saw the two goblins on the left like vault themselves onto the ship. Now they're just like,
Okay, so they're still near the edge.
yes.
Okay, then I want to get the one closest to me and cast Gust at him, hoping to throw him over the edge of the boat.
Are you still on the poop deck? That's where the wheel is.
the poop deck.
The
The deck's where the wheel
I-
is.
where are they in relation to us? I'm not clear on
So
that.
you
Are they
got-
within 30 feet of us?
Just out of range. That's use like 5 feet. Just 5 feet.
Okay, then I'd move forward a little bit and cast it at him.
All right.
How wide is this boat?
How wide is the Palamon? 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet. 20 feet wide. Well,
Okay.
40, 50 feet wide.
Okay.
Okay.
Take what you see.
We're
So
standing
most
at
of
the
my
wheel,
stuff's
which is in the middle, so they're probably.
The wheel's usually closer to one end than the
Yeah,
others.
the wheel's closer to the back. As you guys.
Oh,
realize-
I was thinking left and right, not back and front. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're at the front and we're at the back.
Okay. Not bad.
So yeah, I'd move down a little bit and cast Gust, and he has to make a strength saving throw.
Who are you targeting?
The closest one to me.
All right, that would be the goblin on the left. Hit it.
He has to make a strength saving throw
Got it. Well,
of DC 13.
whew, these guys are not proficient in these. Here we go. Boop. Ah,
Yeah.
well, that's a failure.
I'm glad the 19 was not the first roll.
Yeah, same.
I was like,
Okay. So he gets knocked 5 feet back,
Oof.
which is hopefully enough to knock him over the edge of the boat.
Ildry
He's
being
teetering on
like,
the edge.
helms deeping the fucking goblins.
Yep. She's more like, ah!
He's like, as you push the goblin forward, the gust pushes him back. He's like, he's right on the edge of the ship, just about to fall.
Then in that case, with my bonus action, I can do a thing.
She
Let
does
me
a thing.
pull it up. What is the thing I can do?
Ildry's the person that just runs around pushing ladders off the side of the castle.
Right, that's exactly right. She's like the hobbits.
I
Yeah.
want to run closer to him so that I am within 10 feet. Do I have to be within 10 feet?
Dave, don't hate me! Don't hate me!
And I will use my bonus action to cast Tempestuous Magic, which, as a bonus action on my turn, it causes whirling gusts of elemental air to briefly surround you immediately before or after you cast a spell of first level or higher. Oh, never mind. I can't then. That was a
Yeah.
cantrip.
First
Yeah,
level.
you probably
Yeah.
also don't. Ildry probably doesn't want to run.
Yeah, no, she's not running at it then.
Yeah.
She's just going, ah!
So
God,
now we got
flailing magic. It's great.
Like,
Yeah,
ah! Don't come here!
we got the orc boys.
Work, boys.
Who? Woo.
After me, please don't
The
get
orc boy runs up using his 30 feet. He's on the deck. Walk!
Wog.
And then using his ability, which I like to call
Wog.
progression, he will run an additional and be right on top of Cedric.
Oh,
And he just
come
looks
on.
down at him. Looks down like,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Wog.
And he's dead.
And he will make a great axe. A
Doesn't
moose.
Cedric have like 15 health?
And he misses.
Oh, snap.
As he brings it up.
I have drawn a beautiful picture of this, you guys.
He
Dang,
jams
you're-
it right between your legs, Cedric. Missing. And then you just look at this great axe embedded right in front of you. Then you look up at the orc, and he looks at you.
Please.
Whoa.
I want to have children.
Still a bear love song in Twilight.
Takes it up, and he just takes it out. Moving down the line, we got Trash Man, who was on Ford's shoulders.
Mhm.
How close is this orc to us?
15 feet.
Can I hide behind Ford?
Yes.
Behind my head.
Yeah.
Hide.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm just grabbing a piece of Ford's like armor and just dropping down and hanging off the side of his body.
Okay, bonus
Just on the
action to
opposite
hide.
side to hide. And then I'm releasing a bolt into the orc's face.
Hit it.
Which one is that?
Because Cedric is near him.
Yeah,
right.
there was the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
That hits. That hits. Ooh.
13 damage.
Spicy.
He looks pretty bloody.
Holy
He's
hell.
like, oh.
Trash, that's why you're the captain.
Thanks, man.
Looks like you knocked some of his motor functions, or what he had of motor functions left.
Trash is just laughing as this is happening.
I laugh with Trash. Ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha 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 ha.
Roya, you're next, girl.
Because this sounds fun.
Well, Roy
Boys
was
versus
going to
laughter.
attempt to negotiate, but I feel that things have descended. It was okay when everyone was pathetically trying to hit each other, but
When everyone
Where's
was
the rogue?
when everyone was sad.
where's the rogue had to hit? Anyways, so I've observed them the longest, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do they seem like well-organized pirates, or do they just seem like adrift? Like, are they wearing any insignias? Are they wearing anything?
Nope, just barely clothed goblinoids and an orc.
Ooh. I see where you're going with this.
Also,
We tame them.
you might need to roll.
That's not what I was thinking.
Well, what I was hoping is that would be a free action based on the fact that I've been observing them the longest.
Just putting knowledge together in your head as you're doing
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Would have been
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple seconds.
yeah. Just been like, okay, they don't look well organized. I don't need a full like which symbols are they wearing, which symbols aren't they wearing. They
Yeah,
look
you-
like they're stragglers, correct?
Yeah.
Do they look like they are
it-
former slaves?
No, you're benching on using your action to investigate them, though.
Deal.
Mm.
I will use my action to kind of investigate that and
Okay.
see if I look familiar or if these are creatures that I saw when I saw within the slave trade.
Okay, you're looking for something specific. Give me that investigation.
Sounds good. Where
Also,
is my roll?
Roll
20?
initiative for Tiny Fang.
Aw.
Okay.
Kind of
Can we just use the same initiative because I don't have a thingy for him
Weasels.
right now.
Okay.
If you could give me a weasel, that would be fine.
You give me a weasel.
Oh.
Thanks, man.
Don't forget your track and the damage there, Roy. The
Oh.
13.
Okay.
A 9. I'll burn my inspiration.
Oh, okay. And as you use that, yeah, they just seem like regular orcs and goblins. Yeah. I mean, they look somewhat organized, seeing as how they came up here, and you assume that usually goblins are really skittish creatures. They don't really stick together unless there's a very good reason. Kind of like Skaven. Or kobolds.
Okay. My last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look directly at the orc that's attacking Cedric and go, "Stop! We can talk about this in Orcish."
Oh!
Do I
Now,
speak?
how would Orcish
How would that sound?
with
Yeah, that's
with
awesome.
Roya's voice?
Because it's like a guttural.
Yeah, a guttural.
language.
Guttural lowly. Do it.
Well,
If I had voting you for MVP, man. You
So I'm
Flintstone
yelling
the
that
fuck
at the
out
top
of
of
this.
my lungs. She's a very loud individual. She's trying to make sure that he hears him, and it's very convincing. I'm trying to make it sound like a thingy, but that'll be my end of my turn.
And the orc will look at you and respond. Which translates to, what? You what? What? And that's
Back
they
to
don't
work.
seem very smart even by orcish standards.
Does he stand? Okay, continue. You're good.
All right, moving down. Mr. Ford, you got an orc about 15 feet away from you.
I mean, at this point, Ford's very nonchalant, still steering the ship. Puts one hand on the steering wheel, unfurls his now 30 feet of chain that hits the deck with a loud
Boom.
starts whipping around Ghost Rider style and whips it at the orc.
Ha! Roll in hits.
And that's right, Chains of Doom. 17.
Kink.
Yep.
Is this kink or shame?
That's right. So I will continue to kink shame him by attempting to have it wrap him around and grapple him. That's the bonus action.
How much damage have you guys done to the orc?
At this point, it's 22.
Yeah.
So, orc, as you raise it up and you slam it down, the orc's jaw falls overboard. And it falls to its knees.
But it
So-
fall onto me.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm
Yeah,
wrapping it around
right on
him, so it doesn't interrupt Cedric. Like, so it's like,
Yeah.
does he just like that belly? He gets knocked out like a beanbag instead.
Okay, so you wrap around him.
Yeah. That's my
Body
go-to.
dies. And as he dies slowly in your chains, you have a dead body in your chains.
Cool. Well, I then, and realizing he's gone limp noodle, just drag him to me and then hold him up for trash. Be like, do you want to interrogate him?
Is he dead or unconscious?
I mean,
His jaw was knocked overboard. And he's currently bleeding all over your chains.
cool. I'm just holding. I'm just holding up with one fist up all the way up to trash. Just
Yeah, he's very dead.
okay.
Good job.
Teamwork makes the dream
Impressive.
work, and I just throw him to the side.
Fist bump you.
I bloody fist bump trash.
Yeah.
Toss the orc aside.
Well, here come the goblins. These buddy boys. Let's see here. All gonna target Ford.
I mean, that's fair.
Because you just killed their boss.
I did knock his jaw off.
So Ford, you got 3. Count them 3 short bow shots coming towards you.
Miss, hit.
Aha. So Ford, as they lick, and you, 2 of them like.
Oh yeah, Ford's got like a bolt right, just stuck there, right in his dome.
Take 7 damage.
7 damage taken.
As you just have,
Nice choice of juice.
you got a bow.
Good. That's exactly.
Keep that scurvy away.
You just got a bow in your head, in your forehead now. Now
Arrow.
It's like a
it's
hat.
Jacob's. Yeah, arrow.
Arrow hat. Mhm.
Now it's Jacob's turn who is also like near like, what the hell's going on? Jacob looks around and he's like, I am not prepared for this, but seeing as I do have a few skills up my sleeve, I'm gonna just, and he fires an arrow at one of the goblins on the left. That'll hit. And let me see here.
Being an old man, Greenheart is the best adventurer we have on the
He
group.
truly.
Definitely is. I mean,
Yeah,
he has a
definitely.
higher plus than us. So
The goblin
yeah.
on the left side, who was the one who got the lucky shot on you, Ford, gets an arrow straight through his eye and goes to the back of his skull, kind of piercing out the back of his head as he is knocked down and rolls off the side of the ship.
You continue to steer the ship. I appreciate you, Greenheart.
Hey, don't mention it, man.
That's right.
Let's get these other guys, huh? And so, top of the turn, we got Ildry. No.
What about Cedric?
Ildry and Cedric. Cedric, go. You got one goblin on the right and one on the left. The way it always should have been.
He'd scramble up on his feet, like just taking out like a short, like ornate dagger, and not really intended for combat use. And he just like look at the goblin. I'm gonna get you.
Oh my god! Dead by
I'm tired
Daylight
of-
Cedric just chases after him.
I just weirdly imagine him like threatening to tickle this guy.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you!
Yeah.
So Cedric would, in his rage of his nuts being nearly chopped off, would just chase these small goblins around the ship with his dagger, trying and cut into them.
Fancy boy is going for a walk, is he?
And I rolled for it right there.
Darn it, not again.
Nice. 17.
My apologies.
Oh, did it cut out for you?
Yeah. What you do?
Just stab the goblin.
He did.
Essentially, Cedric would rise to his feet and he started chasing like one of the goblins around. Like,
Well, one of the goblins about 30 feet. That's about. So you just be. Actually, no. The closest one would be the goblin on the right.
so I'd essentially get up and just rush this goblin on the right with my like.
So you get up about half movement.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'd only have 15 feet left.
Yeah. So you'll be at the base of the stairs.
Oh.
Going down to the deck.
Never mind. I guess I'll use my light crossbow. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Roll that damage.
It's the same roll, isn't it?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
boy. So as you get your crossbow, and you're like, "Doop," and it flies, and then the goblin looks at it, and he's like, and he catches it.
All right, that's very good.
He's taunting you with, he's like holding it for you, like.
Trash.
Then he throws it overboard.
Yeah.
That's a family heirloom right there.
I really want to interrogate that one. I think that there is some deep wisdom that goblin right there has.
He threw.
It could be. Could be.
So, guys, whew, as that goblin taunts you, you
Ildry's turn, right?
feel the
Yeah.
ship starting to lean a bit to the left, and then to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right. And at the stern of the ship, you see a giant meaty hand get on board.
Oh.
As another one comes up,
Giant.
and you see an ogre
Oh god.
with its tusks shaven down and two goblins on its back, like.
See, Trash, wisdom.
I think
And
that's
there's also that one orc who's just like.
I mean, he's dead, isn't he?
One who's dead?
dead.
No,
died.
this is another orc.
There's
Oh,
another. Okay.
so now there's an ogre, an orc, and 4 goblins.
Had we looked off the side of the boat?
We don't need to.
On the side
We ain't- we ain't gotta
Look
do
at the
that.
front.
No.
Guys,
The crap out of these guys.
I think this is their boat now.
We'll find find out.
No, I
This
mean
is
like
my
because
book.
Roya looked off the side. Was that just on the opposite side of the boat?
Yeah.
They were just looking out at the sides. They didn't see the front.
ogres, the two goblins and the ogre and the two goblins and the orc, they rose from the
Opposite side.
from the opposite side.
Okay. I'm just trying to visualize.
Okay.
God of War
cool.
scene, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So since it's Ildry's turn now, which one in that little cluster looks the squishiest?
And which cluster? You mean the two goblins that are still on the left and right, or the giant ogre and its little posse on its back?
The most people who are in a 5-foot area of each other.
I don't know. They're pretty squish. Those goblins don't seem to hold a lot. Also, that's an ogre.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for one of the goblins on the thing's back, and I'm gonna cast Ice Knife,
Ooh. The
Stabbins.
range?
which the range should be 60 feet
Oh, yeah.
in a 5-foot sphere.
Aha. So, if you got like you moved a little bit 5 feet. If you get like 25 feet more, you just shoot it, no problem.
Okay.
Oh, they're
Right.
far away
Move
now.
25 feet.
Yeah, I thought this boat was only 50 feet.
That's wide, but length is supposed to like 120.
Oh, you said it was 40 and 50.
No, he said it's roughly 50 feet wide.
Okay, so it's 50 and 120. Okay, so I'll move forward
He
and
was
cast
just thinking out
Ice
loud.
Knife.
'Cause he was
Well, it
like,
says dex save.
okay, 40, yeah, 50.
Would you like me
That
to-
was supposed to roll a attack. I don't know why it did a DC save.
It's is it a DC? Is it a DC for the other damage?
No,
Oh, it's spectacle because ice knife.
yeah,
And they take the damage automatically because they're within 5 feet. Okay.
but it should.
Oof. That's some big.
Yeah,
That's
so I don't know if it hits.
Okay. So who are you targeting it? Targeting
One of the goblins is what I was targeting.
Well, roll me a D2 to see which goblin you hit. Because you got one on the right and got one on the left shoulder. Right shoulder, left shoulder.
A D2, so D4 divided by 2.
Nah,
Or-
straight D2. Hold on, I got
How
you.
did, how,
Slash roll 1d2.
But you have to roll to hit, don't you?
Yeah, you still got to roll the hit.
I do. Okay, you did it.
Ogre battle.
In that case, yeah. So I need to roll. What do I need? I need D20 plus what? Plus 5.
2, 3, and 5. Yeah. Roll it. Yep, that hits. It's like not even a contest, right? That hits. So, as you throw your ice knife and that initial damage,
The target and sorry, continue. I'm
as
reading
you
out
throw-
loud.
As you form this ice knife in your hand, the water coalesces and freezes into a single shard, and you're like, "Wah!" Goes straight towards the goblin, hits it right in the throat, and then the goblin straight up dies. Just freaking
Oh
goblin.
snap!
Yeah.
Well,
You're a
Goblin
murderer,
sucks.
Ildry.
they also the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So everything within 5 feet of that guy has to roll a dex save of 13.
Ildry insta kills just like 5 people.
I
Right.
has rules question.
Oh no.
Okay, so ogre, he's pulling himself over
It's
the
got
side of the
layers.
boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he
Okay.
already jumped on.
Is he on?
He's on now.
Okay,
why-
never mind,
that's
'cause
why
I was-
it's side to side.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, I don't know how dexterous an ogre is when it's hanging on the side of a boat.
Yeah.
That's fair. Eldrick, describe your kill of that goblin while I roll these rolls. A boop.
So Eldry's definitely a little shaken because this is kind of the first combat she's ever been in, but she sees other people firing stuff. So she just kind of goes, and a shard of ice appears in the air, circles around, and hits him right in between the eyes, and he falls back over the ship
Okay.
as it like explodes out from his forehead
Ooh.
at everybody.
Some solid murder going on there.
All right. The orc fails, but the others succeed.
All right, so the orc takes 2d6 of cold damage. Roll.
6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage. Yeah. Got a little bit of that frosty bite on him. Seems a little bit chilled, a little bit shaken, if you will.
You're giving him the cold shoulder.
That's right.
Mhm.
Just cold as ice.
And then nobody's really close to me, right? They're all kind of far away.
Well, you did move like 25 feet, so you'd be like 5 feet away from the goblin.
Okay, in that case, now I'm going to use my bonus action of tempestuous magic,
Okay.
which causes whirling gusts of elemental air to surround me, and it allows me to fly 10 feet up without provoking opportunity attacks. So
Okay.
now, like, she has raised up into the air while she's doing this.
So, as you unlock your inner bloodline, electricity crackles through your veins, and little dust devils come around you and lift you off the air.
Now I'm flying.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Trash. Trash.
Yeah.
She flies.
So,
Yeah, Ford and Trash are just kind of hanging out in the back of the boat,
Just
like having a conversation.
Staring the boat. Did you know that was something they could do? Okay.
Trash, you're next, my dude.
Hang off the other side of Ford to get out of the dude's line of sight and shoot him.
Which dude? There are several dudes.
The ogre. I want the big one.
All right. Let's go down the list. Do you have advantage?
No,
All right.
I was using my bonus action to hide behind Ford.
Okay. So, well, much else.
Ooh,
Roll that
I should have done that next time.
You mean hit?
Roll the hit. Roll the hit. Do it. Roll the hit. Jeez Louise, what are your rolls? Just hit and rice. Yeah, go
He's
ahead.
a rogue. It's what they
Okay.
do.
That's 4 damage.
11.
11. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
You can get a sneak attack.
Oh, I hid. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. Ogre's pretty stupid. 11. Like, there is a trash. There is no trash. There's a trash. Ogres are so gullible, guys.
Plus, like, a lady just flew up in the air, so I mean,
Yeah.
a little distracting.
One shot at a goblin and flew in the
11.
air.
Not the biggest threat, the like 2.5 foot tall like trash bandit.
No. 4.
Yeah.
Hey, Roya. Go, girl.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Have the decks been swapped recently?
Nice. Actually, yeah. I'd imagine that'd be a pretty big thing on someone's cleanliness list. They're pretty clean. Guys been doing good.
I mean, we have 6 people. I don't know if we really took the time to clean.
Are they clean or are they
Maybe
wet? Is what I'm
unseen.
trying to say.
They are wet.
We have been like
Guys,
swaying.
They're wet.
So,
They're
alright.
not
Okay.
clean, they're wet.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
So
What are you gonna do? Do it.
am I within 30 feet of the the square where the ogre is?
If you move like 15, what are you trying to do?
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be casting Shape Water, and I'm going to freeze. I'm going to freeze the water underneath his feet so he slips and falls.
Okay.
I'm assuming
it's
since
not
he's
like-
distracted and it's a wet wobbling floor, I have pretty good chances.
What's the range of shape?
30
water?
feet. 30
Ah.
feet, and it's a 5-foot cube.
So if you
I can post-
5-foot cube for an ogre,
I'm assuming I can get at least 1 foot.
yeah, you can get like half of 1 foot. Pretty big toes. Got the big toes. Man's
Them-
got some pretty big toes.
Damn big
But yeah.
toes.
Move like
Don't
25
say
feet.
about guys
and
with big toes.
Cast it.
They might be ogres.
Okay, yeah.
They might be.
So,
They might be ogres.
So Roya lifts her hands up, something like it looks like she's gonna cast like a big fireball, and then just like a little bit of mist
But
comes
it was
out,
all an illusion.
and a little bit of mist come out of her fingers, and it just like kind of freezes the ground around the ogre.
All right. I'm gonna see a deck save. See if this big boy can maintain his balance. He cannot. So, as you make an ice, And as the ogre falls, let me roll for that. Oh god.
Wow.
Please be low for your sake. Oh, thank God. All right, so good news. You guys don't have a giant hole in your ship because the ogre fell.
Yay!
Hey.
However, comma, you do have a broken, somewhat uneven part of the ship now because an
Yeah.
ogre fell.
We can fix that.
Just sweep them right off. That's where we sweep the dead bodies off now. Mm-hmm.
Also, can I get some of that fall damage for the goblin?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
the goblin and the orc.
Does
do
the
roll
goblin
off
get
attack
squished by the ogre?
Because the ogre falls forward, and the orc and the goblin. Well, actually, let me roll some dex saves for those fools. Oh, jeez, goblin boy, hit me with that sweet dex save, and you get a fail.
Ogres
Yeah,
might.
the goblin.
Yeah, ogres have layers, but goblins are like more like pancakes.
They are very squishy.
Very
So,
squish.
The orc just lands, and he's like, "Wow." The goblin, however, falls off the ship.
Yeah. These
So,
goblins come into our ship.
Right. It's not
Orc.
his ship anymore.
you
Well-
have a bloody orc in your hand.
I do. I absolutely do. Is there anything within 30 feet of me that we haven't annihilated?
Yeah.
No, but if you move a bit, you could get close to one
Mm-mm.
goblin.
No. Ford's gonna keep manning the ship and not moving. So he's gonna instead take the dead orc and just chuck it as his Kensi ranged weapon at the
Nice.
nearest goblin.
Okay. Goblin right.
God.
Oh god.
Just
I like
Dave
it.
has woken up to come play.
Yep. So it's the same attack as my punch. So I'll just do that.
Them
Alrighty.
energy drinks kicking in.
Ooh.
Wah, wah. So I just chuck him. So instead it's like cool. I chuck him just right overboard.
As he chucks
You, like,
over
stare at
one of
the ogre?
goblins,
I do. It's like this is what I think. This is what I think about your invasion. Wah. That one's dead.
the goblin kind of has the goblin on the right, who has been your favorite, just
Hmm.
looks at the orc and like.
Well, my hands are now covered in orc blood. I just do a.
Then the goblin looks at you, Ford.
I need a translator.
Does
So then-
anybody speak goblin?
Oh boy. We get to the goblins. Well, the two that are left anyway. Eldry, you're flying in the air. So you get one, the goblin who's closest to you looks up like, and he shoots.
Rude.
Rude.
Why you gotta be so rude,
You
Goblin?
got up in this boy's grill. And
Oh,
you flew
whoa.
away.
I let him live.
Right?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right.
I'm very
You take
squishy.
you take 8 damage.
Ow.
As an arrow gets you on your side. Just like, eh.
Ow.
It's not
I don't like that.
The other one looks at you, looks at Ford, looks at you, then looks at Ford, then shoots you.
Rude. He's bigger.
Well, you're flying.
You are a uncovered object in the sky.
12 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Is the
Ah,
ogre
you
still
got a
down?
5. As another one hits you right in
You are a
the heart.
UFI.
It's not good.
Unidentified flying Hildry.
At least I have a high AC.
I do not, and I am not doing great.
Hildry, I don't think you thought this tactic out. They have ranged weapons. You do that when they can stab you.
Jacob,
Have fire, run!
Jacob looks at the ogre like, well, Ford, why don't we switch places?
I think I'm doing just fine. Honestly, look, I've already taken out an orc.
Ford, if this thing gets any closer to us and it smashes the wheel, we're not going to be able to move the ship anymore.
Greenheart, that's a joke. Ha 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 ha.
This is not the time. For
Oh, this is exactly the time.
Processes aside.
This whole
No,
entire
I'm
thing is a
definitely-
joke.
Definitely with Ford here.
God damn. Why
This
am I
is
stuck with these
A
amazing
legitimately good time.
And he
Oh
fires
my
at
god.
Walker.
Trash and Ford is so much Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
And the
Just
ogre
run
takes
into
that
an adventure,
mean
murdering
chin
people,
damage.
having fun.
I'm totally cool with being PB, by the way.
Right.
Love that.
Now,
Well, you're flying. You're currently more like
Father said.
Marceline.
Yes.
now
All I
Father
want in
says,
life.
You're
We
you're
get to
the
the
early
ogre.
version of PB before you
Oh,
realize she's
God.
actually like super fucked up.
Right.
She's
Before
really
she's traumatized.
Yeah.
So now
I mean, if
we
it's
get to
trauma.
the ogre. This large giant boy.
Absolute unit.
Hands up.
God damn it, Cedric.
I love my name. Hands up. And it walks forward. One step, shakes the boat a little, gets a good groove into the boards of the ship. Another step, Ildry is looking at you. Another step,
Please don't look
looks
at me.
down at the wheel and takes one more step, and it stops, staring
Ildry.
dead at Ford.
I mean, Ford's
Man.
still manning the ship like, what? Come at me, bro.
And you see it take a javelin out of its little pouch and throw it.
By
How do you
javelin.
put-
Is it more normal javelin size or more ballista bolt size?
Oh no,
Right?
boys! This is like a shaved wooden log.
Oh my. Log.
This seems
I'll
good.
save your wooden log.
That's right. That 23 hits
Oh, God.
dragons. That absolutely hits.
Shout out to my friends, Ren and Stimpy.
Or
Log.
as you're standing there, minding your own business and totally giving Jacob them good factual jokes, you get a sewn down log straight through your shoulder.
Oh yeah, it just takes a good amount of like scrap off with it. So I look back to what's left of my like metal giblets. I'm like, huh. I think we should take this guy seriously.
Hey, not my scrap. Leave my scrap alone.
I know.
Top of the round,
Dick.
we have the orcish boy. And he looks at Ildry and sees the weakness. Walk,
Well.
walk,
Oh.
walk,
Hmm.
walk.
Oh.
And it will run towards Roya. Because you're the closest thing. And then he'll look at you like, walk.
I'll yell back, friend, in orc.
Well, takes out its great club.
I'll cast
And
shield.
pop.
I'll cast shield.
Oh, I have that.
Why didn't you use it?
Critical.
Well, it fails anyway.
Oh well,
Oh, okay.
I have it as a
Okay.
spell, not as a reaction.
And
It is a level 1 spell reaction.
It's like,
Oh, then because I'm not used to playing with magic.
That's fair.
Roya, as this big orcish boy raises his great club up and slams it onto you, your shield comes up and it's like he just hit metal.
Roya has a shield?
Boy's turn.
I
Spell.
have
Oh, the
shield.
spell shield. You okay?
Yeah, the spell shield. Ildry, Cedric, what's up?
How close is the ogre to the side of the ship? Like,
The ogre is near the front with Roya.
how like from the front to
40
like, where
feet.
the ogre is? 40 feet.
Yeah, for you, because you're near the steps and you have the goblin that's on the right, and then you have Roya that's a few feet away.
I am going to use prayer of healing.
Hmm.
That's
10-minute
that's
spell,
10
isn't it?
That's a
That's-
long.
We had this problem before.
Unless you have Quicken and are
specifically
Oh,
with the other Cedric.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
We had this
One quick
problem
prayer.
specifically with
I
Cedric.
forgot about that
1.0.
part.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, small
Wow.
world.
full circle. Full circle.
All right.
That's a mistake every cleric makes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's too good to be true. 298 healing for multiple people.
Cedric, what are you doing, man?
All right.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I guess I'll use a healing word on the flying, the flying woman.
How do you heal with thine words?
Ray, you were told to shut the fuck up. Come on.
Yeah. Just
I
whisper.
guess
Those are the words everyone needs to hear.
I'd speak some ancient abyssal / fiendish language, some secret words.
Ooh. So Ildry,
Mm.
as you are flying up with an arrow in your armpit and an arrow in your side, you hear some demons speak in your eardrums, and it makes you feel good.
I feel good. More
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
than you should.
I'm moving. I'm moving.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You upcast that? That's impressive.
All right.
I don't look. The only level 2 spell slots I have is suggestion. That's the only useful one right now. Might as well use them.
Ildry, what's up, girl?
Hey, so my brain's kind of confused with where everybody is right now, so I'm going to tell you what I would like to do, and you tell me if it's possible.
Gotcha.
So I want to cast Thunderwave and knock back as many evil people as possible,
Ah, okay. So
hopefully
right now,
over the sides, if
Okay.
anybody.
right now, you have an ogre that's about 10 feet away from you, a goblin that's about 5 feet, and then the other goblin, which, is near Cedric, since he's near the stairs, it's about 20.
So Ildry's literally just in the middle of everything.
Yep. And
Okay.
flying too. So you might
That's
need
why
to
I
do
healed
something
them.
or else you're gonna fall.
Well, it's a 15-foot cube, so I'm definitely gonna land.
Okay. You land. Boop.
And then with the 15-foot cube, I could get 2 of them. Is that correct?
Thunderwave is a cube. I thought it was a sphere.
It says 15-foot cube.
Ah, okay.
Thunderwave, isn't it like a cone? Because
It says
it's from
15-foot
you.
cube. I don't.
Think
I
You
would-
know what? It's
Think
fine.
Thor,
Whoa, whoa.
Captain America, shield. It's out in front of you.
Yeah, it's a wave.
It's a wave.
like-
Yeah, it's fine. So you can totally get the ogre and the goblin.
All right, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna click it.
These
Oh yeah,
people
okay.
gotta
just
make
'cause
a
it's
con
busy,
save.
yeah.
Yes, they do. Did it?
Con. Neither of these guys are proficient. I'm very disappointed in them.
Them
Well-
jerks.
Failure.
Wow.
Ha!
Another roll. Ooh,
That's another failure.
with
Oh.
such excitement. You
Yes.
fail!
You failed, bitch. Okay.
This is why you failed.
roll that
Yay,
die.
another failure.
It's 2d8 thunder damage, and they're pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it was doing that. Okay. 2d8.
I should have let you go first. Then I could have done what I was thinking of doing. Making
9 damage. So one of the goblins is just you, Ildry, as you land, and then you're charging up your spell. You look at the goblin with its little short bow, and it's like,
Not again. Not again.
and it flies off the side of the ship, being blown like a balloon, just swirling and swirling in the background until it, and you don't see it anymore.
Also, any unsecured objects completely within the area are automatically pushed.
Oh boy.
And everybody hears a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Feel the
Oh
thunder.
boy.
Hmm.
Do we have anything completely unsecured on the deck?
Well, I would say your barrels.
Probably some like buckets and shit.
Yeah,
But
generally
that's
top
not
side,
true.
you anticipate everything top side falling over, so it's generally
For-
secured on
yeah.
the ship.
For many things, though, it's not because I specifically nailed them to the floor.
That's true. You did.
That's right.
So, Ildry, as you do that, the barrels that have Trash's little holes just roll away. And they're rolling. And
Wait,
they're
they're
rolling.
nailed to the floor.
Yeah, he nailed them.
I thought you said you didn't nail them to the floor.
Why would I not?
Well, they're not nailed to the floor, and they just look very uncomfortable because they just got hit by a thunderstorm, essentially. They got hit by thunder. They were thunderstruck! Nailed it. Anywho,
Mhm.
so, you thunderstruck, and the ogre looks, and it moves. Cedric, give me a deck save.
Sorry, Cedric.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Oh no.
Hey.
Oh no!
Can I give him advantage with? Oh no, I don't have inspiration. Damn it.
So this is what I get for healing the wizard.
Sorry. Also, I'm a sorcerer.
She didn't
The
work
wizard
for
is the
the
half orc.
God, get it right.
I mean, you use books, so it's like it's an logical conclusion.
So, as the ogres push backwards, you're boom, boom, step backwards. And Cedric, you weren't expecting this at all. As you look up into the sky, you see an ogre's ass.
The final thing you hear from Cedric before he falls.
You don't miss down the way, and you take a resounding 10 damage as you get sat on by an ogre, and the goblin completely dies. Oh God, you're
I don't-
considered prone. I'm not gonna say grappled because that is just
Truth.
Sorry, dude.
you are pinned. You know what? You're
1d6
grappled.
per year
You're
from.
grappled between two butt cheeks. You had that good ogre nose.
I love my life.
So you're grappled, man, and you took like 10 damage. Whew.
That's like such a scary weapon, though. Like actually, like
Actually,
Axe.
Trash, it's your turn, man.
actually.
Trash, your go, man. Your go.
Oh, okay, cool. Is he distracted by having something up his ass?
Yep.
I'm gonna take that moment to slide down the railing and hide behind a barrel,
All right, you hide behind a barrel.
and then I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
You do have to. Which way do you take the stairs? Take the one close to the ogre or the one near Ildry? Or do you just leap off the poop deck?
I'm fine with just leaping off the poop deck.
All right, then give me that good athletics.
Noise.
Damn.
Oh
Hey.
my God!
Hey.
You
Doing rogue things.
a
Yeah.
swan dive straight into the barrels, going down a floor.
What?
Or you could just stay in the barrel. Depends on you. You want to go down a floor? Or do you want to stay in the barrel?
Trash just jumps. Actually, can I just like, leap onto a barrel, shoot him, and then just kind of like
Do a barrel
fall
roll.
into the barrel? Yeah.
So you want to do a
fall into the barrel.
so like you want to do a cycle where you leap and then you balance on the edge of the barrel,
Well,
take a shot, and then fall.
so
into the barrel.
What Trash did was he made it so the lids of the barrels are like trash cans, where you can like, if you push on one side, it like flips around.
Ah.
So I jump onto the barrel, shoot, and then fall into the barrel. and die.
Ooh,
Mm.
Go ahead.
fancy.
Do it. Do it. It's cool.
What?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Throw that damage with the sneak attack because Cedric is in his butt.
18.
So, how much
So
damage have you
sorry,
done to the ogre
Cedric.
so far?
Hmm?
How
This
much
is
damage have you done
helping
to
me.
the ogre?
Yep, we're tracking damage on
I've
the
done-
ogre from different sources. How much have we done to this guy?
He
then-
got 2d6 from my ice knife,
2d6 is not helpful.
Yep.
and then he got some.
I shot him last time, right?
Thing. He got 9 damage from the thunder wave.
I've done 11 plus 9 plus 18, so I've done 29.
Not 11. You didn't have sneak attack. Just straight shot
For what?
for the first one. Just
Oh, really?
Plus,
Okay.
You didn't
so
get it.
22.
okay.
I've done 22. I don't know who else.
I've
will
done
do faster.
15.
22, 15. Okay. Okay. Ogre looking kind of hurt. Not
I'm
looking
just
too
chilling in
good.
my barrel.
Yeah, okay. Trash, that's done. Roya! You just
Yeah.
saw Cedric get sat on.
You're gonna say that at the
Um,
start of every person's turn now, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Right. So, Roya is still concerned. Okay. So, what exactly
So
happened to the? Roya has her own.
Roya has concerns. We all have concerns.
It's true.
Boy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Shush, my. Shush. Okay, so, what's happening with the orc that tried to assault her right now?
Oh, he's still there.
He's still there, but he's still kind of like freaked out that he didn't land, correct?
He
Landed
seems a little bit more motivated to hit you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna cast Ultra Self.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to grow out long claws.
Uh-huh.
So her arms just become like giant like let's see, what do we want?
I imagine she just grows into like a regular orc.
No. Giant
What is
fish
love?
claws.
This, like prey.
Giant fish claws?
Giant fish claws. Okay? And then she kind of erupts with tiny little sea urchin
So-
spines on her body.
Is Alter Self an action or
Yes.
bonus action?
It's an action.
All right. So Roya, as you finish your spell and you release the energy, your claws grow out and urchin spines kind of burst out, making you look something like the thing, but you spike.
And then I'd like to yell and roar at him. And that'll be my
Right,
turn.
Oh wow.
Can I hear?
What is that?
Yeah, no.
What is that?
We want to hear
Hype it
that.
up. Whoa!
Okay.
The orc looks at you.
Intimidation.
You know when a chihuahua barks at you?
Right?
Ooh, those things are vicious.
So then,
Very aggressive
when
dog.
you see that, the orc looks at you.
You almost said her name. Roya. Gotta finish it up.
Or he basically said my name.
True. That's right.
That's true.
Lord, you're at the ship. You got a wood. You got some wood.
I do. It's good time. So, you said about 40 feet away?
It's about 20 feet now since it's sitting on Cedric.
Oh. Well, I can't let Cedric down. He's already as down as he can get. So this ogre is prone because of the.
Yeah.
Well then, Ford's just gonna go ahead and just charge on down. Who's surprisingly fast, can move at 40 freaking feet. Does a nice little punt and 2 punches, and I'll use my flurry of blows to start annihilating this guy. So change back up, daka 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 with the fists.
Oh boy, here we go.
His eyes glowing red. Daka daka daka
Lay it
daka.
on him.
Daka 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 daka.
This
Rolling
isn't
dice.
gonna feel good for Cedric.
Nope, it's gonna be a pummeling. 1, 2, 3 with advantage. So, assuming that 19, 20, and 23 hits, yeah, that really sucks for him. That is 26 on top of what he just took. So what?
Ford, as you blew your punches, boom, 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 into this ogre, and you're like, he starts to go down, starts leaning forward. You see some internal bleeding as your punches crack his ribs.
Oh, I'll get right
and
through
you
it.
make his intestines do the jiggles. It's like bad jello, but you don't really know what that feels like. You never
Mm-mm.
had jello.
Of course not.
And then you do another punch right into his solar plexus, and you can feel the bones breaking against your fists. And then the ogre boy leans off the side of the ship, his arms dangling off the side, and his head just dead.
All right, well,
Boy's
because
dead.
he's on my boy Cedric here, I look him dead in the face and I kick him off the ship.
All right.
Then a bloody stump. I look down at Cedric. I
I'm
offer
still
a bloody
grappled.
hand.
I'm still grappled by his
Ford.
chin.
Yeah, does he get knocked off the boat?
All right, well, bye.
And roll
No.
character.
So I would imagine here's how I imagine this, Trey. So I go down.
He
Uppercut him
unclenched.
off of Cedric.
Now I start with a good old boot, so a good old metal kick right to his jaw to get him up. Does he hold on to Cedric this entire time as I
Has
beat the
Cedric
crap
been
out of him?
knocked out?
I mean, have you just? It's like.
You know, when you die, you
really.
release your bowels. So
Like I'd imagine the idea of oh god, so you might actually not. You might want to go off the side of the ship, man. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Good point. It's inaccurate.
So we have to wait till he
I
comes
think
back.
Trey just rage quit being DM.
Yeah.
Just do whatever. Cedric is just screaming in pain as his bones are broken and
Cedric.
grappled.
Cedric dies.
Yeah.
by
I thought you were
sinking
grappled
to the
because he was
bottom.
on top of you, not that he's hugging you like a teddy
No,
bear.
he was
No,
No,
up
I
his
think it was
butt.
like cheek and cheek grapple.
Oh lord.
But you don't
I love the
understand. It was
idea
1d6 per cheek.
All right. Well.
It's a lot. I love the idea that a PC could die by sinking to the bottom of the ocean
In an
stuck
ogre's
in
butt.
an ogre's
And
eye.
I'm not gonna be able to
That'd be-
escape. I have a 1 in acrobatics. That's my best chance of escape.
Well, I'll float something by Trey when he does return.
Oh god.
For
This
some
is going
Or
great,
just
guys. We're great.
cliffhanger. So how's everyone doing?
Doing all right?
Good.
Roya will save you if you need if you go off the ship. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep that in mind.
You got wizard power.
She has fish skills.
Oh, never mind. You're doomed.
Yeah.
If you're attached to an ogre, Roy's just gonna swim down as you drown.
Yeah.
I really
how
can't
much-
do a whole lot. I can send an unseen servant after you, but he can only go for 30 feet.
Cedric's
gets-
already started his drowning process, but it's not in water. It's just in
Drowning in ogre butt
so-
sweat.
Oof.
We're 2 rounds down. What's your con, Cedric?
10.
Okay, so
All right.
that's
So Trey,
a minute.
here's
You got
here's
8 more.
my cinematic
out.
for
What's
you
up?
to go. So Ford's coming on down. Ogre is on the ground. It's gonna kick him up to get some pummeling done. Right in the fucking jaw. Boom! Right to the side. Boom! He's wobbling. Reach out to grab Cedric there and just kick him off. Do I need to roll for that, or is he just going off the side of the bow?
Are you reaching around into the cheek? and-
Absolutely. As I punch him, I'm like, grab him.
Sticking out.
No.
Absolutely. Got to catch the hanger. That's right.
Oh, crap.
I'll count
Your
this
new name
as
is
your-
Cedric Turtle.
Count this as your blue blows because it just sounds awesome. Give me an athletics. See if you can pull Cedric from the cheeks of death.
All right. I'll do it. Literally the cheeks of death. I mean,
I want you to
love this
succeed.
game.
I'll see how the
I
dice
want you to
go.
succeed.
Either way, I'm kind of happy with the result.
Yeah, I want you to succeed, but there is that.
Oh, like a boss! I just nonchalantly pull you out and go, bye.
Oh, Cedric,
God.
you are stuck and very, very moist between these cheeks.
Don't use
And
that
then-
word, not allowed.
And then you feel someone grab your head and pull you out between the cheeks. And then you're just held by Ford. And there's like 5.
Was he just not wearing pants?
He probably has like a loincloth. It's just like,
It's a loincloth
Right.
that ripped when he fell.
I'm just
So
holding Cedric, just looking at him
As soon as
Yes.
Cedric is whipped
at
out,
like arm's length.
at arm's length.
as soon as Cedric is whipped out, one thing starts happening. He just starts dry heaving.
Immediately drop him. Just.
Not dealing with
to
that.
everyone else, Cedric does not smell good.
No,
Not at
well.
all.
Just
Oh, I
little
can imagine.
Gus.
Ford, you don't smell anything.
No, but I do drop him. And just.
Yeah, you drop him and you.
The second he starts dry
pull
heaving,
her
it's like,
off
Hmm.
the side of the ship. Give me another athletics because it's a pretty big orcish boy
oh, okay.
with advantage because you are large.
Oh, what am I doing?
Just athletics. Just,
Okay.
kick
Athletics for
off.
funsies. Here you go. I
For
roll-
funsies.
9.
Orc pushes you off.
Doesn't even matter. Ford, you give him a little, and he falls into the water. Glub glub glub, all the way down, and you see a little fart bubble.
That's right.
Cedric, you were so close.
To
You were
death.
lucky.
That could have been you, Cedric.
To
It could
straight
have been
death.
that bubble.
To a
As he just
death.
starts vomiting endlessly, that could be you. Ah! It could have been you after that, Cedric. It's like,
I
wow.
didn't want Cedric to die, but there is that part of you that wanted to be able to tell the story.
Right?
So keep dying.
Like, so how Drew last character died? Up an
Well,
ogre's butt.
yep.
Yeah.
I was properly grappled by between 2 cheeks.
Well, as you push the goblin, you see skid marks of green flesh and blood.
Hmm.
Probably where the goblin was.
Oh,
He was squished.
he was squeezed.
Now, all that leaves is Jacob. And Jacob looks behind, and he looks. Jacob will actually make a perception check because he's not too convinced that all these guys are gone.
Fair.
Perception. Oof, good man. So, Jacob pulls back his short bow, looks around, and he sees in the distance, well, not really the distance, but like getting close to the ship are 2 or 3 more dinghies.
Damn dinghy.
That just keep getting close to the front of the ship. One of them, you see another ogre who was just like, just screaming externally as he sees possibly his brother, his sister, his friend, you don't know, just get tossed off the side of the ship.
God, no.
Are we out of combat order?
No, they're getting closer. You still got 1 orc left to deal with.
Okay.
So, after Jacob is like, Horde, everybody, you got a couple more friends. He looks a bit closer. I think they got a hostage.
Well,
Hostage?
I
I
can't
need you to
tell,
elaborate
but
on hostage, because otherwise cannons are very effective against little boats.
it looks tied up, and it seems very angry. It kind of looks like a dwarf.
To Ryan.
That's weird.
Automatic.
Well,
Swear
if
to
it was
God, it's
Orion, he'd be like, "Time to power up," and he just
Right? He'd be like,
Captain
"Emerald,
America's
stop."
everybody.
Nah, he's just
There are
taking a
no
nap.
other dwarves. There's
Yeah,
only
there's
Orion.
no dwarves in this world except for Orion.
To the top of the initiative, we have the orc right in front of Roya. And he's like,
What is love?
and he slaps you with the great axe.
That's not so much a slap.
That's right.
Ah,
Are you
that
down?
was more of a
Evil.
very
Holy
gentle nudge in
hell.
the wrong
Are you
direction.
down?
No. I have
That's-
26
So-
HP. I don't give a
As-
fuck.
You don't give a fuck that
I
he
was
max
thinking- I was
damages
thinking
you.
of Cedric.
Roya,
Cedric's health low. I
as
forget
it
who.
lifts up
Minus.
the great axe, it slams it right into your shoulder, and
Yep.
it kind of cuts into your collarbone. But then it pulls it out, drawing a little bit of blood that just goes down and it covers your beautiful dress.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm,
All right. I know I've been finessing a lot tonight, Trey. I understand. But does the club get stuck in her because of her spiny spines?
Spines go
Okay.
all the way up to here, but it got you right in your shoulder, like really close to your neck.
Fair enough.
Or did you not want it that way? Did you want
I
the
did
spines
want to be covered.
completely covered?
Yes, I am
Like
a
an
sea urchin. This is what I was going for. Sea urchin.
Well, in that case, buddy, that hurts a little bit more. It cuts a few of your spines, bro. It got the spine damage.
Oh my
Spine
god.
damage.
First
Trademark.
Trademark.
So,
Professor
Roy, you
Roya.
take 15 slashing as you get an axe to the shoulder.
Fair
It's
enough.
not good.
Yeah.
Ildry girl, you, after hearing Jacob, you see the dinghies getting closer. They're moving about, for simplicity, 10 feet around.
Are there any goblin like heads hanging around
On the
like
ship,
this-
on the dinghies.
on the ship? Like any discernible goblin, orc, ogre body parts?
Besides the orc that's next to Roya, no. You blasted a few of them off the ship. There are like some goblin guts and like a skid mark on the right side of the ship for obvious reasons.
All right. Well, I want to go from. They all saw the ogre fall off the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to, because I'm assuming Roy has got this shit handled. I don't know why I'm assuming that. I just Ildry has a lot of faith in Roya.
The time where you don't want someone to have faith in you.
She's also trying to stop like 3 other boats from coming at us.
3? I thought it was
Ildry
one.
likes you. She thinks you're capable. That's your problem, not
3 other
mine.
boats? Okay.
So she's gonna go up
Dave's
to
becoming Ford.
up to the side where the ogre fell off,
Slowly.
and she's gonna like climb up onto the thing and yell out to the boats, "I really think you should turn around."
Turn around.
So, as you step forward, you get a little poo-poo on your shoe.
That's okay.
Okay.
But it's okay though.
It's some shoe
because
poo.
you are water. You're literally surrounded by water. It's fine. And as you yell that out,
You are water.
You are
the dinghies are coming from the front. And
But
they're
they can see that section though, right? I just want
Yeah.
them to like see me where the ogre died.
okay. And they're like, and you tell them you really shouldn't come up. And they look at you. And they just look very confused. And they just start yelling.
Okay, I tried.
Ildry, as you hear that, you're just like, and you see a few of the goblins like fly off the center dinghy, and you see this dwarf run up the ogre's back and like elbow it in the head before leaping.
It really is Orion.
Right?
And on top of
Or Donovan.
slamming on top of the orc.
Donovan's not a dwarf.
Donovan was a gnome.
Oh, right.
You racist.
I'm sorry. They're both short.
And then
Anywho.
and
Luchador.
it just
What, am I Orion? Just because I'm short now?
God, you're killing the momentum. Go, Trey.
Hey,
Go.
it elbows the ogre and launches off the dinghy onto the ship. It face plants into the orc, causing it. Let me see.
He jumped onto our ship?
Yes.
Isn't that like 30 feet?
I
Yeah.
have
Or
some
300 feet.
serious questions about how space is working right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly Magical
Isn't
World.
that like
And then
30 feet and then like more? What the
Look.
hell?
It's
Jump, catapult, dwarf.
you'll see why in a minute. And so then, as he face plants, the orc takes 6 damage, and then it rolls. And this dwarf with orange mutton chops that go down to his beard and completely bald, with no shirt but very long shorts. You're like, oh yeah, brother.
It's literally Hulk Hogan. It's literally
Of
fucking
course
dwarf
it
Hulk
is.
Hogan. Oh my god.
And then it just takes forward. You see that he made like, oh yeah, brother. Let's go. Where they at? Where they at, brother? Oh yeah. And he turns towards the orc. Let's go, brother. I got about 12 fingers, and they're all pointing towards you. And for fingers, I'm talking about big toe. Oh yeah, brother.
Ford just looks
Yes.
around like, is he talking to me?
I'm
Orc was just like-
just in my barrel very confused at what I'm hearing.
And the orc looks at him like, what? Relic hunters, you have a new guy. Hold on. You're about to see
Is it?
who this man.
Is it Green
It's
Heart?
gonna be an actual picture of Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
I,
Oh yeah.
Like I'll be,
might be
I'll be
legend.
angry if
Who
it's not.
is this
If it's
man?
not,
He is
Yes.
It's literally dwarf Hulk Hogan.
Mr. Savage.
Anybody got some Slim Jims?
Mr. Savage.
Nah, wait.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
I have fucking Slim Jims
Look
downstairs
at this
right
man.
now. I have.
All right, I gotta
Hey,
find a way to
sure,
get. I've got to find a way to get this in the stream. Here you go, guys.
This,
Right.
this-
Right there. Let me put it right there.
Yes.
this
So
picture
yes,
needs to be changed to
you
an
have a
actual picture
sword.
of him. Like
So Eldry's gonna turn around and she's going to, with telepathy and out loud, both go again. I really, really think you should turn around.
Turn
Oh
around.
yeah, brother. Listen to the weird lady. Who are
With the telepathy, they should be able to understand me because all they have to be able to do is understand a language.
Yeah. They'll still coming though.
All right. Well, I tried to warn them.
Oh yeah, brother.
How close is the other ogre? The other ogre still there?
10 feet now.
10
They got closer, a little bit closer.
Is Cedric in 30 feet about of them? Would you say?
No, you're still you're on the ground with Ford. Ooh, dang, Mr. Savage.
I'm standing.
Still in a turn turn order, right?
Yep. And with that, Jacob did his thing. Ilja did her thing. Cedric, what do you want to do, bro?
I'd like to get up and try to move towards the ogre that's coming. If I'm able to get.
All right, so you get up 15. You get a bit closer. You can see them. See them a bit closer. They aren't. They're getting closer to the ship. They're getting closer.
Am I in 30 feet of the ogre?
No, they are near the front of the ship.
Shit. Every freaking time I try to do something, no.
What are you trying to do?
Not what you did last time.
Suggestion to tell the ogre to literally take a swim out to a different island.
Swim to the island.
Swim to freedom. You're
That's
welcome.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything useful.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Okay.
just healing.
It must be able to understand you, though.
I wish I was level 6 so I had to speak with mine. I wish. I guess I'll just I'll use healing word. That's the only thing I'm good for. I'll use it on myself.
Cedric Healbot.
Okay. What do you tell yourself? Tell yourself to go die in a fire? Because Infernal is not a really good language. Neither is Abyssal, for that matter.
Yeah. I'll just tell myself in Infernal. I hate adventuring. Yo, man. Wait. Oh no. Minimum.
Oh,
Aw,
boo.
boo.
So, Cedric, you heal yourself up. A little bit of hellfire in your palm seals your wounds. Down the line, Senor Trash, in his barrel of fun, who did not see the savage dwarf,
Oh, I'm sure he heard it.
but
Oh,
he
I
heard it.
heard it.
Oh, he heard it.
Everybody heard that. That was louder than that thunderclap.
He came in
Ow.
like a wrecking ball.
He did come in like a wreck.
I'll, being hidden in my barrel, pop out, look at the dwarf, sigh,
brother.
just let out a long sigh.
Cursed dwarf. Cursed.
Okay, now we're dealing with that.
Yep.
And I'll turn my crossbow and shoot the orc if he's still alive.
Alright.
Is he alive?
You get sneak because Roya is next. To him.
Yay.
With an axe in her shoulder.
All right.
Rory's about to tear some shit up.
Yeah, she
Oh.
is.
Watch out.
Fat
Let me-
11. I'm
Don't
hidden.
that
heal
was it.
still, bro.
Oh,
kill
you were
Snow.
hidden. Don't you get the extra dice, sir?
What dice?
Yeah,
You
get
were-
advantage
you were-
if you're hidden.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
came
don't-
out from a
don't I-
fucking
yeah.
barrel.
That's what I was wondering. Do I get
Yeah.
advantage on that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 14.
That'll hit.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey!
Just,
Ooh.
19 damage.
That's good damage. Let me
that's a
see.
lot of damage.
Yep. So, Trash, as you come out of your barrel, you.
You're doing some solid sneak dice, man. Like top tier on your D6s.
Yeah.
Dang orc in the eyeball, and as it goes down, it comes back up, using its relentless endurance.
Yeah. The best ability.
Oh my god. It's right in front of you! Everyone's like, good job. Good job, Mr. Orc.
And it looks around with this bolt in its eye. It's like, Lord! And so, Roya, what you gonna do, girl?
Just spit him to death.
Roy is gonna jump his ass and attack him in the neck with her
All right.
giant
In the
meaty
neck.
claws.
Alrighty, roll them demosh.
Big
All
meaty
right.
claws.
Big meaty claws.
Meaty claws.
That's right.
All right. All right.
Okay. Oof.
Hey, an 11.
Mm-hmm. 11 will miss.
Oh.
So you go to scratch him, and then he's just like, and he starts bending your hand back,
Boy.
and it gets real close to your face.
Log.
Ford.
Well,
You
I
are a
find-
log.
I find that extremely rude. So Ford walks over and like double fists the the orc.
Yeah.
and-
You'll just be able to reach him.
Okay. And I've got
Hit him.
40 feet, so I'll roll to attack his very woggy face.
Yep. Hit him. Hit him.
I forgot. Is that part of the monk features or is that mobile? Monk features.
Monk.
Right?
Yeah, plus
Monk.
10 feet.
You land one hit.
The other
and
one
as you
doesn't.
do, pow!
You don't need the other one.
Oh, I'm just gonna smash his face in.
Here's
then.
one
Just
health.
pancake him.
Well, describe your kill, man. You
Sure. Yeah. So he walks into Roya. Ford finds that extremely rude. Leaves Cedric to his infernal mutterings. Walks right behind Roya. So this orc's like really trying to intimidate the urchin here, and then suddenly right behind Roya.
I
As
imagine
you're walking behind Roya, seeing the rudeness of this orc, he looks at you like,
Crunch.
Or
And then with the other
cast
attack,
Thunderclap.
I kick him overboard, just punt him out.
You casted Thunderclap.
pick him up, just like a nice toss.
I
and
just
then,
kind of like how you do when you step in something. You're like, oh, I don't know if I should have stepped in that. You kind of like shuffle foot it. So I shuffle foot him off the ship.
Roya,
Scrape him off.
you got
Just scrape
brains
him
on
off.
your face. You got brains on your face.
That's fine. Roy's alive. He's
It's fine.
alive.
It's all fine.
Alive.
She's never been more alive.
All right,
I'm so happy for it.
all right, guys. As these
Is
boats
that
get
brains?
closer,
Roya, on you.
I'm waiting for this ogre.
as these
Yeah,
boats get
boy.
closer, you hear the of daggers and swords and stuff being into the ship and helping them climb up.
Oh, they're still coming.
And then
That's-
you feel the ship start to turn.
Oh god.
Mm-mm.
Turn. And that is where we'll go to Mr. Savage, brother.
Oh god.
He walks up, dusts himself off. And then
I'm
looks
just
at
sitting on
Roy.
my barrel, just kind of looking at him, just in.
Yeah, how does everyone react to Mr. Savage?
Popcorn gig.
Yeah,
So
popcorn
this
gig.
So this is what happens when you study fiends for such an extended amount of time.
I reach into my barrel and grab out like an orange,
Right.
because that's all we have, and I'm
All
just
right.
eating the orange, looking at
Roy,
this thing.
Ildrid, Roy, how do you guys react?
Mostly like that.
Oh, yeah.
our ship is eventually gonna have a full crew of just memes.
Yeah. This is a
Probably.
question.
Guys,
Is this Mr. Savage gonna try to sell us hot and spicy beef cylinders of any kind?
Is he going to get into a legal battle with Gawker?
No way, brother.
That's why I was
So-
sailing away.
Dusts himself off, and he walks forward, going past forward. He looks down at the ogre, and then he charges up a fist.
He's Super Saiyan 2?
Oh, yeah, brother! And then he fires what can only be described as a
Okay.
fist of air. And he does this damaging ability he likes to call the oh yeah button.
He's a Super Saiyan dwarf Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Characters that could defeat Thanos, even with the Infinity Gauntlet.
New tactic. I'm just gonna pick up Mr. Savage and throw him at our enemies. That's all we got to do now.
Honestly,
Damn
but
it.
I
He
feel
is-
like it wouldn't hurt him.
I'm a lot.
That's
less
how we defeat Dakota. Magic missile. He's the magic missile.
I'm a lot less afraid of Dakota.
Yep.
So,
Greenheart and Savage go at it, buddies.
Yeah, let's just send those two in and we're good.
Ildrid, Roya, and Ford, you see air start to coalesce around his fist into a sink, making it almost double in size. And as he holds it up, his arm and elbow shaking, he points it. Oh yeah, brother! And he lets loose this energy of Ford, very familiar to you,
Damn
Key.
Key.
And
Damn it,
it-
Alex, that's what I was gonna do.
And it skyrockets towards
arc.
the ogre, which must make a
You beat me.
strength save.
I
So
don't.
Avatar: The Last Airbender
Is
monk-
Hulk Hogan.
monk
Mhm.
dwarf.
And he fails!
Oh my!
And so,
I-
as this ogre gets hit in the face
Jesus!
by a
3d10?
fist of air, it stumbles back.
Yeah, Fist of Unbroken Air is real cool, guys.
And literally
Okay.
doesn't even fall. It is literally smashed through the dinghy and is now waterboarding on, and is now waterboarding on the water and sinks to the bottom.
Easy for me to hit.
Then he turns around to Ford. My name is Mr. Savage.
I thought it was brother. I thought. Wait.
Wow.
You need to be
So
specific
yeah, everyone,
and
you just
truthful.
saw this dwarf punch air through an ogre and cause it to capsize.
Is
And
that
taking
all
the
the?
goblins with it.
Is that the entire boat? We're good. Let's just keep
No.
going.
You still got a few orcs, but Mr. Savage is a savage. So, that leaves the orc that climbs up, and it's just looking shaken because it used its action to climb up, and it used its bonus action to walk towards Mr. Savage. All three of them, and then Mr. Savage just looks at them like,
Just kill him right now. He does something really cool, and then
He
just
blinked
gets
and they
murdered.
explode. 5-fist
Yeah.
attack.
that will end the orc's turn, since they use their action to get up and bonus action to get in range of Mr. Savage, who just looked at them like, oh yeah.
Mr. Savage was able to jump 40 feet, break a grapple, and like destroy a boat in one turn. It takes the entire turn just to walk up the boat. How he ever got captured in the first place? He's gone.
Got swarmed once. Only once.
He sobered up. Now it's time to. Oh yeah.
Cedric, your turn, man.
I'm just starting to imagine him as partly the like Hawaiian punch guy, or the
Right.
Yeah.
How close am I to Mr. Savage? And
You want to get closer to Mr. Savage?
I feel pretty safe near Mr. Savage. Yeah.
God, all I can think now is Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
He's surrounded by 3 orcs. Just
Oh.
remember that.
Yeah. I just get close enough to get within 30 feet of the orcs. Right?
You have to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do it.
Which one looks like least damaged right now? Like.
Please
Least
command
damage,
snap
they're
into a
all
Slim Jim.
not damaged at all.
Oh. So I just look at like one of the orcs and just with like the blandest like I don't want to live anymore face. I just say,
Okay.
just take a swim, please.
Cedric, they do need to understand you.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I
Again.
told you last round.
Works don't understand.
Oh
Common.
wait, I have an idea. Knowledge of the ages. I learn Orcish just to tell them
You
all.
use that as an action,
Oh shit!
and only use one skill or tool.
I did not think this out, did I?
nope.
I did not
Try
think
your
this
best,
out.
bud.
Let me see. Look.
Cedric's having a good battle.
He's been the butt of at least one joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally the.
God.
Thank you.
God, what is this game?
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right.
Cursed.
I don't see Dungeons or Dragons. I just see asses.
I just.
Nope, you're doing it right then.
Okay, cool. Just make it
Like and follow. Thank you. Roar Adventures.
Retcon. I'm sorry for that.
Don't forget, you can watch us on YouTube.
quality
Retcon for that.
content here at Arhor'ha
I'm,
Adventures.
I'm sorry for that retcon. Essentially, you just walk up and just cast Sacred Flame on one of the orcs. Whatever.
All right, which one? You got one on the center, one on the left, one on the right.
Center.
All right, hit the center, man. Roll that damage. Dex
Ooh, max
save.
damage.
Oh dang.
Let's see if he saves. See if he saves. Orc roll, and he
Doesn't.
barely, not even. No, it's fine. Man, you raise up your hands and you're like, my Arhor'ha. What do you do? What do you do?
Cedric just pissed off with how his life is going at this point. Just cast down like a rain of embers on this orc, just showering him.
As
in
this orc
spirit.
feels some flames, like, it's not really you doing the damage. It's more like the orc slapping itself to pain. It's like,
It's good to know
I
that
like how
even
Cedric
my
finally did something.
and
in
it's
this
the orc
battle,
hurting itself.
And then Trey immediately turns it into, yeah, so you kind of lit it on fire. And then it killed itself.
no, not that cool. But that, I'm gonna tell you, that relation to Agma, gonna have to do some praying, boy.
Was speaking infernal a second ago.
Hey!
What's up, girl? What you gonna do? You got a
So-
savage man. He has decked an ogre.
So we've got Savage surrounded by 3 ogres, or orcs. And are there still more boats coming at us?
Nope.
Nope, this is it? Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, I'm gonna do my ice knife, but I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to twin it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Look
we
what
got
twin does. Look
Mhm.
what twin does.
Yep. So twin makes it so I can hit 2 of them instead of 1.
Ah. Ooh. Just so you know, you could hit Mr. Savage. You will hit Mr. Savage.
Yeah.
He's
Who
okay.
cares?
I feel like he'll be fine.
Like a
Yeah,
minor
let's do
scratch.
He has made me believe he will be fine. So I'm a target first orc, closest one to me.
Would twin
Close
work
one.
with ice knife?
It should work for any spell that targets one person.
Is Ice Knife
is
a
an
level?
AoE.
Oh shit!
Is
That's
what,
right.
is what I mean. Because the way twin
target-
works.
Ice Knife hits one person, and then it
Yeah,
does
the basis of twinned is it usually only works with spells that affect one creature.
The wording of it says that targets only one creature, and technically Ice Knife only targets one. It just has an area effect once it hits.
That's up to Trish.
Hey.
So that's up to
Hey.
DM.
I'll allow it. Sounds fun.
Sweet. All right.
John,
So
sage advice on it. He says no.
Okay.
It's up to Trey.
So
Golden rule: wherever Trey says goes. Pew
Yeah.
pew.
Yep.
I just wanted to bring it up just to make sure.
that's fair.
Yeah, it's
no,
fine, it's
totally
fine.
fair.
So you still got to roll them attacks though.
I do. I don't know why it doesn't do that. I gotta fix that.
I'm very
How-
curious why Mike rolled no on it though, with it being a target single. We'll take it into after talk.
Yeah. It's because like there are certain spells that would be broken with it,
Got
But
it.
this is probably one of them. Because it's
like chain
Probably
lightning.
just gets. It probably just gets really complicated.
so first one crits.
Okay.
Hey,
Double that damage.
All right, so that's going to be 2d10 for the regular damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that one gets.
I think this is why it's not twinned.
Okay, yeah. 10.
Yeah, you obliterate that one orc.
Okay, so then the people within 5 feet of him have to make dex saves.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That'll be 2. So for the orcs, do you want to already roll for the second hit?
Yeah, I'll roll for the second hit while you're doing that.
See if you get the center one. Hit again. Hit again. It's a.
Pretty sure 21 hits.
Yes, it does.
That one's only going to be 1d10,
Roll. Roll.
which is 2.
Okay, that's 2.
All right.
I feel
Now-
like we have a most effective spellcaster so far.
So
Yeah, Eldridge kind of.
Oh my god.
Orc is
When you put it
void.
that way.
all right. So that's 1 damage. All right.
All right. So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So for the first one, the people within 5 feet need to make dex saves.
That would be the center orc and savage. So
Mhm.
I'll do that. 1. Succeed.
Yep.
And Mr. Savage, brother. Does not.
Okay.
He's too enamored in his own ego. He can't do it.
Okay. So the orc is fine, but Mr. Savage then takes 8 points of damage,
Oh no.
and then
Good introduction.
Minus
everybody
scratch.
within 5 feet of the middle
It's-
one.
Is it half or is it?
No,
none?
it's none.
All right. So middle one.
So
Roll it again.
everybody-
That would be Mr. Savage. Oof. Mr. Savage. Let's roll you first, buddy. Let's see how.
He should
how
be
you
high
get.
dexy. Okay, that
14.
saves.
Savage succeeds.
It's fueled by
Then the-
Savage. I mean, he's fine.
Orc fails.
Fails.
Orc on the right fails.
All right, so then he takes 10 cold damage.
All right. Need you guys remember keep up with these scores. Keep
Oh
up.
God,
I'm not at all.
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting.
So
Oh
with
God,
that, Eldrick,
yes.
trash, you're up.
Okay.
You're up, brother.
Do we have any idea of any like how this damage is working? Because I don't know at all.
I know Savage took 8. 8, and then the orc on the left died,
Well,
right?
it's like it's very confusing.
Left died. Center is Center still alive?
He's hanging on.
Okay.
And then the right's fine.
Orc on the right took 10 damage.
Ah. So
Okay.
he's center one is fine. On the right looks bloody.
I mean,
Okay, I'll start climbing up the mast, and as I do, just take a second to release a bolt at the injured one.
All right.
oh, he took 2 damage. That's right. Center took 2.
Okay. So trash. So you get out of the barrel.
No, I was already sitting on top of the barrel, just watching Randy Savage do his shit.
I thought you said you dropped into the barrel.
Yeah, I did, and then I got out earlier.
Yeah, his last turn he came out the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So came out of the barrel, and he's climbing up, and you take your shot at the center.
Whoever's the most damaged.
That would be Orc on the right next to Mr. Savage.
Orc on the right next to Mr. Savage, then.
That is a hit, and you
Okay.
get the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, and you take him out, brother.
And then I'm just climbing up the mast.
Describe your kill.
I don't even know what Randy Savage is doing.
Being
just
savage.
Just
Oh
yeah. Trash is just sitting on the barrel, and he starts climbing up to get a better vantage point, and turns over and looks at whatever the hell is going on over there, and just okay. Sorry. Just
Roya.
headshot.
Roya,
Your turn to shine. You are next.
shine
Yes,
bright
Savage
like a
Dwarf and
diamond.
bloody orc.
I was gonna use my bonus action to dash up to the top of the
Okay.
as far
so
up as
you're-
the mast as I can go.
Rogue has more actions.
Surprise, right?
I did one thing.
you're
Leave me
just-
alone.
You're just below the crow's nest.
Okay. No, I was just going into the mast, like the.
Oh, yeah, then you totally made it to the mast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on there.
Roya, your turn, girl. You're next to a savage dwarf and an orc. Again.
Is the orc within 5 feet of me? Do I have to disengage?
Yeah, he's with their feet.
Ah! That's lame.
Just give him a big old urchin hug.
Um,
Stab.
I love how mobile.
wait, is he currently engaged with the punchy face man?
Yeah, he's engaged with Savage.
Okay, so I could like run up behind him.
Aren't they at the edge of the boat?
Yeah.
How do you run up behind someone at the edge of the boat?
You go on.
All right, 307. We're clipping that.
How you
All
want to do
right.
it, Roya? It's up to you.
I'm not trying to like ruin your plan. It's just
Buttons?
No. I mean, no. I made a smartass comment about your turn. You're gonna make a smartass about mine. I get it. We're gonna play this game, Roy. We can play this game.
We're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, here we are.
We can
We're
play
gonna roll dice.
We can play this. We can play this sub game within the main game. Anyways, what I'm
This
what
game
I'm
is
trying to
savage.
say. I guess I'll go ahead and just disengage and let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and disengage and run as far away as I can.
All right.
He's done
You run all the
trying
way.
to fight. We're done trying to fight.
All right.
Physically.
You run all the way back to Ildry, who's still like really windy. Looks quite majestic in her weird way. It's like Titanic.
I am very pretty.
And bloody. Didn't you take like 2 arrows?
Yeah, but I healed most of it.
Roya will start yelling up words of encouragement because she sees Ildry as a friend. But they're kind of
Also,
awkward.
by the way, Ildry's eyes have changed color.
Yeah. So they're kind of awkward. Like your eyes look. Your eyes.
Ford,
Your eyes. Your eyes
I
are
was
eyes.
waiting. I was very confused.
your turn, bud. You're about 5 feet away from the battle since Roya was like right in it.
All right. Well, Ford will, with all the sense of urgency that Ford takes towards the battle, walks up. Subdual damage beats this orc down. So-
Okay.
So
Mr. Savage is like,
his eyes glow on red. It's like, hey, look, look. Savage. His eyes glow. He uses some key. He savagely beats the crap out of this orc. Let's start. See what dice do. Bum.
I respect that, brother.
As well you should.
God.
So, 2 hit.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 hit.
All right, 15.
15 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ford, it had 2 from before. You knocked the dwarf out. I mean, you knocked
Don't do that, man.
Oh, yo, no!
Oh no!
All right, well, then my thing is like, yeah, Mr. Savage, do not destroy our ship as well. He reaches over the dwarf, it probably comes up to his freaking knee, hoists up the the orc, and pops him twice in the face, and tosses him behind his shoulder. We'll have to interrogate that one. Like, pop, pop! Pop, pop!
Ah!
Pop!
Like one of them rocket soft robots.
Yes!
You know the ones I'm talking about.
Yes!
You toss
His little
over
head
your
goes,
shoulder.
gets tossed
Yeah,
over his shoulder.
I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick.
It was a good thing I didn't do what I was going to do.
Okay.
Ildri! Roya!
Hey.
Roll me a deck save as
There you
an
go.
orc comes hurtling towards you.
This is good.
Time for the same thing to happen to you. Your turn.
Wait,
This
where's
is
my character
good.
sheet? Hold on.
My plus
Oh, yeah.
0 is pretty great.
Roya, give me that deck save.
Can
Give me
I?
that deck save.
I've got to click
My
on
voice.
this.
Okay.
I'm changing the color of my dice now.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh god!
Can I
Good.
cast shield to help?
Same.
Shield
Shield's
is
not
a
gonna help you,
Uh,
brothers and sisters.
Have this potato sack orc.
So, as Ford tosses the orc, you see its dead jowls like flapping in the wind as it comes towards you. You both get belly flop by an orc, with each of you being pinned under each one of its arms.
Not the butt. Not the butt.
Strike.
No, not the butt. Luckily, this time, you were both saved. You were saved, but you have an orc on top of you.
Ford
Does
goes.
this one have pants on at least?
Yes.
Mm.
it
This is the
does.
second time, Ford. This is the second time.
Yep.
You really need to get better with your aim.
Oh, I think I did it very well.
Fuck you.
Whoa,
Oh.
Ildri, using some language.
Profanity.
Oh, hey, we have a picture at the bottom. I didn't know that.
The goblins finally make it up there, and they're just like.
Smartest things we fought yet.
And one of them leaves and just hops back in the dinghy and tries to row away, but it fails since it's not that strong.
Mm-mm.
But the other 3 look at you and they're like, and they climbed up kind of faster than the orcs, a little bit better at climbing. 50.
I haven't known goblins to be the bravest creatures.
No,
After the ogres and the orcs were just tossed aside like
I have
potatoes.
not.
they will be the one true heroes in this. So
Okay.
the 3 goblins that stay look at you and just ready their arrows. And then we have Jacob.
Stephanie,
Yes.
goblins are not the bravest.
Then
You're
Jacob.
funny.
Thanks.
the center goblin, and he will. Wait for it. Holy jeez, he'll miss.
Oh, snap.
I think it's like one of our. How many have we missed this encounter?
A lot.
Not a lot.
I mean, to be fair, I only have a +3 to my hit, so
Oh yeah.
And so, as Jacob fires an arrow, he misses, and it goes to the top of the turn with Mr. Savage, brother. And as he walks up to the goblins, no fear in his dwarven eyes, he has lightning just burst from his eyes, and his veins start to grow over his head. His muscles flex.
No,
He
this is
flex
Goku.
and
It's not.
Flex before he.
he's all the
Goku
characters,
Savage.
Dave. He's all of them.
It's Goku Savage.
He does 3 attacks on one of the goblins. 1. See if it hits. 1 hit, 6. And that's on the center goblin, who took 6 damage. Whoo-wee. Gonna do another strike. That will miss. And Savage, as he gets it in the nose, pop! And he goes for another one. The goblin kind of like, oh, no, you don't, brother. And he will charge up another punch. and he will hit, killing the goblin and literally punching its head off its body as the head flies through the ocean. So essentially, the sequence goes like punch in the face, go for an uppercut. The goblin blocks it out of the way. He's like, "Oh no, you don't, brother!" And he elbows it into the face,
Goddamn.
causing the head to fly to the side, off the side of the ship, and that will end Mr. Savage's turn. Cedric, you're up, my dude.
That's
I mean, technically, you're under an orc.
Wait, I'm under an orc again?
Can I go first?
No, you can use your action to try and get out from under the orc.
Well, I wanted to see if maybe I could try casting Gust underneath of it to kind of throw him back in the other direction.
It's just we're playing air hockey.
Then it lands on Cedric
Wait.
again.
Wait,
Well,
wouldn't it
it's
just-
me and somebody else are pinned under it, so I'm trying to get us both out and use it kind of like as a projectile.
I feel like it'd be just half your movement unless you're trying to use it as a projectile, right?
Wait,
We're gonna
2
talk-
people
Yeah,
are
just
stuck
crawl.
under this dwarf?
Under
Orc.
the orc.
Under
Orc?
the orc.
Sorry, orc?
No, sorry, look, we're keeping the squishies safe.
Safe,
Under
yeah.
a meat shield.
So, yeah, each of you are pinned on his arm. It's not that hard.
You
You
said to
literally
cast shield. I
out.
gave you
I
a
gave
shield.
you a shield made of meat.
Mm-hmm. So what do you want to do?
Would I
Well,
be able to use Gust to make him kind of a projectile?
Usually it's about objects that are like 5 pounds.
Okay, so no.
You can lift a hand.
All right,
Got a big
then
boy.
that's fair. All right, so then I will use half my movement to get up.
Gus
Alright.
pushes something 5 feet. Pushes it up 5 feet, it
Like-
falls on you.
Right.
That's all I need. I just need enough to roll out. No.
You feel
Um,
you feel your clothes being a little bit scratched from the floorboard and the splinters as you just wiggle your way out from this giant beefy arm. Dang, these orcs are beefy. Gosh. As you lift up, whew, that's half your movement. You can use your other half to stand up if you like.
Okay, and then how close are things to me?
Oh, not far.
Not
Like
far.
you're in the middle, and the sufferer are at the stern in the front.
So how many feet ish?
Mm-hmm. You've been moving around a lot with your air elemental powers. 30.
30. Damn it. Well, then I guess I gotta use Gust to try and blow somebody over the side again.
Go ahead, girl.
They make some kind of a save.
Aw.
That is a strength save. You're trying to hit
Strength save.
2 goblinoids. Oh,
Yeah.
you only hit 1.
One goblinoid.
Aha, right then. Goblin bro, with your negative. Hit me that strength save. Oh
God
my
damn.
god, they're beasts. And the
I'm
goblin
still a little dizzy from being knocked down.
braves the storm, and it looks at you like. And it aims an arrow. Cedric,
Yes.
you are not pinned under an orc or an ogre. You're fine.
Yeah. What new fresh hell is
Cedric has
this?
spent like almost every round starting prone.
How close is that goblin to the side of the ship? Or like to a side of the ship?
It's like 10 feet from the edge.
I'm running out of spell slots.
I have an idea. Spelling
Oh,
ain't gonna
God.
work.
Oh
Right.
god.
If it does work, it'll be pretty good. Cedric is gonna go full sprint at this goblin and try to shove him off the side of the ship.
So you're running 30, and you're gonna push. All right then. Give me an athletics.
Bow it up, bow it up!
Oh boy. Let's see. These goblins are beefy boys. They are beefier than you. Especially Pat.
We're trying to keep you out of the water, Cedric.
And so as you push,
He runs into the
pushes
water.
you prone. He pushes your ankles. It's like, oh no, like oh shit, and you fall on your face, prone.
How many rounds have you started prone?
Better yet,
Oh,
how
yeah.
many turns have you started not prone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trash.
I think two turns.
Trash, go.
Okay, who's left for me to kill?
2 goblins.
Okay. Are they injured at all?
Nope, my bad. 2 goblins. Both of them are not injured. but they look pretty shook.
Okay. Would I be hidden up here, or should I use my bonus action to hide?
I mean, they haven't
bonus
seen you.
action
They
to
ha-
hide.
I think
They
they're-
haven't seen you.
Yeah.
Savage is
They're
pretty
more
distracting.
With the
And so is-
dwarven man who elbowed their friend's head off.
No, it's Cedric here. That's the real distraction now. That
Yeah. As
like
the one
Morty.
standing over Cedric
At least
is laughing at him.
At least I have 17 armor class, so they try hitting me.
Great. So when you do go out, you are absolutely sinking because you're heavy. Oh, jeez, Wreck. Oh, blub blub blub.
What you want to do, Trash?
I'll just I took a second to just make sure my crossbow's good, polished it, and then climbed around the mast, saw Cedric, figured he could take the goblin, watched him fall prone. Okay, fine.
Phew.
Then I will take a shot.
All right. Roll to hit.
I am hidden. So that.
Oh, jeez, brother. You hit him. Yeah, the goblin's dead.
14 damage.
Yeah, the goblin's dead.
Just like a little salute to Cedric.
Like the snipe from
top.
TF2.
Yeah.
Good day.
So you give him a little salute as you peg this goblin to the floor. He don't look too happy about it. Like his face, like really? This is how I died? Really?
So you
This
dead.
leaves only
you
one
died.
goblin, and it's shaking in its boots. Roya,
Yeah,
you're still under an orc.
yeah. So you guys saw Civil War, right?
Yeah.
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 All right. So you know how Tom Holland's like, nah, I can still fight, Mr. Stark.
Yeah.
So visualize
God.
that.
Roya
That's what
Spider-Man.
Roya's doing. She's gonna use her
action to pass out.
No, she's gonna use her action to give herself gills, seeing as the fight is kind of slowing down. So she's gonna go full aquatic. She's gonna get them web feet and web hands, and just kind of accept this meat shield that was given to her by Ford.
Okay, you accept meat shield, but Tiny Thing is still trying to help you, trying to lift it up. Let me roll a 224.
I
See if you
accept the meat
See if
shield.
Tiny Thing can actually lift this guy off you.
Nah.
Nah.
Not so
Oh.
much. He is a very tiny fang.
Tiny boy.
So, whew, Ford, you got one goblin left
I
in its boots.
see that. So I'm actually more concerned about Cedric, all considered. So I'm gonna mosey on up with, the urgency Ford has displayed thus far. Go to kick the goblin off, and effectively it's just a movement, really, just a kicking, so I can drag Cedric away from whatever the hell he was trying to do.
Give me an athletics.
Okie
Kick
doke.
this goblin.
Okie
The goblin that's the size of his foot.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very easy to kick a goblin.
there you
You
go.
might actually kill him.
24 as a large
Got
creature
it.
to a small.
I
Can I just kick him to the boats where the other one is?
Remember in the
Can he go
Incredible
see his
Hulk-
friend?
Remember in the Incredible Hulk where Hulk kicked that one dude?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like-
Okay. Poof. This
And
is
the
a
goblin is
casual
running into the
soccer
dinghy
kick him.
with the other goblin friend, and they just start rowing away very slowly.
All right. Well, that's just part of my
Well,
walking
just-
motion. I just drag Cedric back. I
What's up, bro?
have so many questions.
No,
for
just
you,
waving
Cedric.
from the
I-
mast.
Try to resist so I can
Alright.
chase after the goblin.
Children goes, I told you so.
I'm
You got
dead.
two goblins, and they both turn. They look at each other, look back.
Roya, remember how I taught you how to use the ballista?
Also,
Live
And they
live fire testing. Go crazy, man.
And they look at Ford, and they both take 2 shots
Okay.
at the Ford.
They can
deflection,
try.
missile deflection.
Yeah,
Reese.
so that's great. That one would hit, but I'm gonna missile deflect it.
All right.
You have that already?
Reduce
Yeah,
the
level
damage.
3.
Yeah, you get it at level 3.
Oh, I thought it was level 4.
Nah.
Let's see
Sick.
if you can reduce this damage, man. How much can you reduce it by?
Uh,
It is.
Just enough. Just enough to throw it back at him.
You got it. You
Jesus.
want to throw it back?
Of course! He shot me!
All right. Yeah, one of
God.
them, and the other one is gonna go through where you got the wood in you. You
Oh,
grab it,
dear God. Just.
quick. You throw it back. Instantly kills one of them. As like.
Yeah, so one's like pings off his shoulder, the other one he just grabs like a toothpick and goes floop like a dart right through his fucking head.
Wait,
And it
do you do a
nails him.
spin? Do you? Oh, go ahead.
It nails him right in the nose as he tumbles off the.
And
dinghy
yes,
falls.
I do a pirouette. That's correct. Big ass,
well-
450-foot Warforged, just spinny.
Are you holding
Beautiful.
Cedric when you're doing this though?
Yes, a whole new world.
Cedric just wiggling on like he's just wiggling
God.
forward, like waving his knife around. I'm gonna get
On the end, Arr, I'm a pirate now, yar.
Greenheart.
This is what adventurers do, right? They
Yeah,
wave-
can I just shoot the other one?
You and Greenheart can do a tag team.
Yeah, sure.
When I slow
Crazy.
down, I look at Cedric like, I'm glad I remembered to release the correct projectile.
So, Crash, as the Greenheart fires his, it pins the goblin's foot to the dinghy and pin it down, giving you a much easier target. And as you fire, make your roll. Make
Okay.
your roll.
Ha!
Hmm.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Crash, kill.
It's hard to describe something when it's just a shot to the eye. Like,
Shot through the
Just-
You could get him in his throat.
Get him in the knee!
Yeah, he won't be an adventurer anymore.
Take out the knee.
sure,
Sweep-
just like
He'll
right to
never be the
knee
same.
and just let him bleed out there.
No, the goblin gets,
Sweep
like,
the leg,
you-
Trash.
you-
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
He was an
So-
adventurer until he took an arrow to the knee.
As Jacob, as Greenheart fires, he pins an arrow into the goblin's knee. It's like, and then Trash, you hit it in its knee. It's like,
Oh, dear
suddenly
God.
starts speaking English. You should have gone for that.
I was an adventurer.
I'll release the second one into the head.
so now the goblin is
We've
also
learned.
between,
Ah.
my foot, my knee, ah. And then Trash, you end it with a shot to the head. It's like, my head. And it falls into the dinghy.
God.
And now, Relic Hunters, as you are surrounded by crap, a brown skid mark left by an ogre, several broken bodies, blood and brains, you have a dwarf with a baldness and mutton chops, and he looks at all of you. My name is Mr. Savage.
No shit.
I'll
Not to be rude, but where did you come from?
Where did you go?
Like, I know you came
that.
from the boats, but like, where did they come from?
And with that, we'll end it right there for today.
Oh.
As long as you put the orc in manacles.
This
got
is
some-
what happens when you study demons for such a long time. You start seeing that.
Where's
This was
Orion with
actually
5
just a
pairs of
dream. This is
manacles?
all a dream. for
Yeah,
Cedric.
right?
This is
Just
all
a
Cedric's
dream.
dream. He's being experimented on as we speak. This is one bad dream.
So,
Bravo.
guys,
Explain Savage and Dakota.
Yeah.
guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. Sorry for just pulling you guys along for a while. Sorry for, getting you out of your sleep times. But hey, that was a thing.
Cedric
I have
gets
don't know what the hell
The
just
Onyx
happened.
Queen.
Cedric gets tossed around and fails attacks for 2 hours straight.
I feel like if you've been up an ogre's butt, it's really hard to get your mojo back for fighting.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. That was like the end. I might have
Forward-
been knocked
Ford
out
and
there.
Trash were just having a good time.
You have
Trash,
to-
literally, did Trash even miss one roll?
I didn't miss an attack or take any damage.
Jesus.
I think only 1 or 2 of Ildry's spells didn't work.
Guys, once I level up, I'm definitely taking a better damaging spell. I don't have anything.
I mean, Cedric added plenty to it. He was humorous as hell. Also Roya.
Literally, a goblin is able to toss me away. How do you get your self-esteem after being tossed away by a goblin, man?
I don't know,
Don't know.
but we can take the Discord. I want to thank everybody for coming out and just watching us be whatever this session was.
Can't tell you.
Thank you guys. Have a great day, great night, whatever you are, wherever you are. See you next time.
Boop. Boop.
Well.
Ha. Sleep call.
So, I am out of all of you for this session. God.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list. What was everyone's favorite moment of this session?
Cedric up a butt.
Cedric up a butt. A little bit of Seb butt. if you
Well
will.
then, that happened.
Yeah, it did.
That did happen.
Whatever the hell that was.
No, I thought in combat. You know, I'd be able to do something, do some damage. I got shoved in the ogre's butt. Goblin tossed me away.
You're a knowledge cleric. You're a nerd.
Nerd.
You nerd.
You're a
Coming from the
nerd.
wizard.
I mean, the librarian did kick some ass. All right.
Yeah, but at least you
Real
have damaging spells. You're a sorcerer with damaging spells. This is very
Really-
different from a knowledge.
There are only kind of like two kinds of wizards that can dish out like damage. There are like 6 different kinds of clerics that can dish out damage. Just say it.
Yeah, but there's like 20 different cleric domains.
Same with wizard.
Yeah, but most of wizards are focused on there's only like a couple focused on damage, while like a bunch of clerics are focused on like different types of damage. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Plus, I put all of it in my mental.
Oh,
state.
clerics can deal so much damage out. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I love clerics. Clerics are so versatile.
Spirit guardians.
Or just like
Ah.
max whatever your highest level spell slot is. Just do that with what's it called? Spiritual weapon.
That's what I was gonna get. That was what I was planning to get next time. And I'd
Spiritual
actually
weapon.
get God tier. Amazing.
Just saying, last night in Critical Role, Jester did
Hey.
some fucked up things.
Hey,
with that,
hey.
so.
No spoilers. Let's get
Hey,
back.
I'm
spoilers.
still on
Just
episode
don't
39.
Oh
See,
god.
You won't be laughing when I'm summoning demon.
I mean, after this, we still will, Baker. Remember that time we were up on Ogre's butt? Yeah, we remember
Oh yeah,
that time.
you're never living that down.
Oh, absolutely.
I play a trickster cleric in my other game on Sundays when
Oh,
we play
Trickster.
like once a month.
It's Sunday, occasionally.
Yeah, like once every 2 to 3 months at this point. It's ridiculous.
every full moon, I play this character.
She's been at level 5 for like half a year. It's
Oh
great.
god.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Hmm.
besides your favorite moments, let's talk about some things that went down this session.
Just saying.
Fucking Onyx
if-
Queen.
If Cedric starts summoning demons,
They're just instantly gonna break control for no reason.
oh,
Just
100%.
instantly start
Yep.
mauling him. Please.
Yup.
Yeah, he's gonna summon demons, but face the portal the wrong way. You're just gonna swarm him.
Don't be.
He's
Don't be
gonna
so
Sakina
right.
himself.
Right.
Yeah,
See, that's why I gotta get.
the portal's underneath him and sends him to hell.
See, that's why the spell specifies you need to make a demonic circle of blood so the demons don't target you. I'm not even joking. That's part of the spell. You have to make a circle of blood to
Yeah, I
not be
don't know if that's
targeted.
gonna be entirely
Humanoid
okay
that has
if you
died
do it.
within 24 hours.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, yes.
Well, it doesn't say the spell consumes that, so technically you don't
Yeah.
need it, right?
Well, you still like need to get fresh blood every 24 hours.
If you want to have the circle, you can just cast it without it.
Yeah, you can, but that's not a good idea. not such a good idea.
I mean,
Well-
good ideas. This campaign.
Are the summon demon spells cleric spells? I think they're wizard and warlock only.
I think so, yeah.
Aw.
Don't worry, bud. You'll have your own
Eh.
little thingamajigger.
I know that because I'm gonna use one next session. In one of the games.
So, guys, this session. What do you think about Ildry? I mean, she's going through some stuff right now. Am I right? Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's totally fine. 100%.
I'm so hungry.
Cedric have like in-character evidence to like modify his sleep schedule to see like know more about what's happening at night? Like,
I mean, you did just see me talk to a raven
yeah, that's what I was
skull for,
thinking. Like, Cedric thinks something is up, so I was thinking he would like adjust his sleep schedule to be more like night oriented to see what's happening.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Would that be fine with you? Because that's what I'm gonna do with Cedric, to, like monitor people in their sleep.
Yeah.
No, that's not creepy at
Whoa,
all.
you're I came back to monitoring people in their sleep.
Yeah. I have to
Yep,
protect.
Cedric's
people from
watching us
the
while we sleep.
I'm
I
protecting the people
mean-
from the liches trying to invade their minds while you're sleeping.
I'm outside in a hammock, so I'm good.
To be
I
fair,
don't-
she's
don't
only trying
sleep.
to invade my mind
Yeah,
when I'm
so
awake.
again,
Now,
Ford and Trash, we're chilling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Trash, you awake? Nah, man, I'm asleep.
Yeah, I imagine that while everyone's asleep, Trash is just like hands behind his head in his hammock, and Ford and Trash just talking, having conversation.
Well, Roy is gonna monitor you monitoring her in her sleep.
Gosh.
So
Thank you,
That
guys. I have
that's a leak.
Chipotle.
Also-
I
Me
want
too.
Chipotle.
That's what I was eating. It was so delicious.
God.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I
I
saw you eating it, and I was like, I want Chipotle, and then my dad came home with Chipotle. What is this?
Also,
Guys,
Okay, we're connected.
Yep, true.
I just found a leaked image of Ford in combat. Just
Oh,
put
God.
Yeah, I gotta see this shenanigan.
Did
That's
anyone?
right. Yes.
Did anyone see the art of Mr. Savage? Up a little higher.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, Mr. Savage.
I think. I
power.
really think that should be his token or his new picture.
It's literally Mr. Hercule from Dragon Ball Z, Randy Savage, and Aang. For him, just airbending, man.
For good measure.
So,
okay.
Hmm.
So Roya at the end of that combat would just kind of roll off the side of the boat and go start swimming towards the dinghies to see if she can collect shit.
I
Cedric
mean,
con-
if we go that far, man, I would get the ones that sunk lower, like the ogres.
Cedric contemplates becoming homeless in Freeport.
It's a bad place to be homeless. It's a bad place to be homeless.
I guess I'll just move in with my brother.
I don't know which is worse. Buttons.
Button business.
Do I know his brother?
Did someone say button?
For my time in Freeport.
Buttons.
Who said something about buttons? I said something about
Buttons.
buttons.
Oh god,
Button.
Randy Savage is addicted to buttons too.
Yep. Maybe that's where he gets his chi from. Buttons.
It's a new fad running across the.
I have
the
no buttons. I sold them for stickers.
Can't even. You put him on a dinghy.
So, Eldry, how you feel?
Buttons.
Buttons.
I
that's
mean, like in battle or like in like.
I mean, in life, you just got greeted by a woman, a very creepy woman.
She's very confused.
Coming from
Very-
Eldry.
To be fair, Eldry is pretty smart. She just can't communicate all the time. It's a lot of thoughts in her brain.
That's
She's
like
got
that's
multiple people inside of her.
the definition of confused, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds not okay.
So, what are you guys thinking of the Onyx Queen? Or whoever she is?
She's the
I
queen.
know who to use all my protection from evil and good spells on.
She seemed okay for a minute, and then she got real weird.
Roya does
Yeah.
not like her.
Hmm.
She evil.
Roya wouldn't talk much about her, so Eldry's got to make up her own mind now.
Mhm.
You know why?
Hmm.
Because she don't know shit all
Not
about
a
her.
clue.
She doesn't know anything. She just didn't want
That's
to say
fair.
So what if she's a good? What if she's a good one?
She might be. She
What if she
knows,
would have been a celestial warlock?
That's
she
right.
knows Eldry's real name.
That's right.
Eldry wants to know her real name.
I like her. She knows a name that I don't know about myself.
Every time you see her, she'll give you a letter. It'll be like, Wheel of Fortune.
Here's the thing. If she knows Eldry's real name, she might have known Eldry's parents and might know what the fuck happened to them and if Eldry caused it.
She might know a lot of stuff.
She might know a lot of stuff.
that Ildry would very much like to know because it could relieve some serious guilt or
So,
make it worse.
So the
Look,
idea of him knowing or her knowing your real name, I mean, Ildry probably takes that as like your birth name.
Yeah.
But do you think that's your other side?
Metagaming, it would probably be her Kalashtar name.
Okay, that's what I was
And she doesn't know that it's a Kalashtar name.
Mhm.
She just knows that she was found with an item that had an eye on it. So she
Ildry
like,
did a bunch of just general reading, right? Does she not know what a Kalashtar is?
she focused more on geography
Oh, okay.
and culture.
Hmm.
Yeah. She's
now
like
she's feeling pretty
hardcore.
silly now.
Hmm?
I said she's feeling pretty silly now, right? Geography.
No, she's still feeling good about the geography. She's got that island knowledge. Still heading towards that island, and that's where she needs to be.
Look, Roya told you the most important information. Don't trust crazy witch lady.
You said don't trust zealots.
That too. Don't trust anyone. Except for Roya. Roya's cool.
I don't know if I can trust Roya, man. Don't know.
Could I
So,
ask
Roya.
something?
You said
Like,
your tattoo didn't glow.